to you. Peace and blessings to you guys. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Maywood, what's up, beloved? So good to see you. Good morning to you all. That part right there, Rocco, Wisdom's Wednesdays. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. Tasha, what's up, beloved? Sabrina's in the house. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Got my Maywood in the house. Let's get it. My brother Rocco's in the house. Got my beloved Tar in the house. Let's go. I know we ready now. We got all the protection we need. We got all the protection we need. I got you, Ellie. I got you. I got you. That part right there, Sefe, what's up, brother? That part right there, get a divorce from yesterday. You got to get a divorce from yesterday. You have to get a divorce from yesterday. Stop cheating on today by flirting with yesterday. You're in a full-blown relationship with today. You got to stop flirting with yesterday and cheating on today. Too geek, let's get it. Paris is in the building. I love it. I love it. I love it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Paris is in the building. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Wisdom Wednesdays. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesdays. Bring your best self to the moment. That's all I ask. Bring your positivity to the moment. Bring your energy to the moment. Today is a brand new day. Bring a brand new mindset. It's a brand new day. Bring a new mindset. B57. Let's get it, family. Miss Manifest. I see you. Tracy's in the building. What's up, beloved? Pashan's in the building. Let's go. Reese, let's go. Bring your best mindset to the building. Bring your best mindset. Be on your A game today. So all you have to do is win today, you guys. You just have to win today. That's it. Stop living your life by the weeks and the months and the years. Win today. When you every morning when you wake up, that should be your only goal. I just want to win today. I just want to beat today. That's it. I'm telling you guys, this is mastery. When I wake up every single day, my focus is only to win today. That's it. And it's the easiest thing in the world. When you live your life through that filter, it's the easiest thing in the world. I just need to win today. I'm not going to react to the NPCs. I'm not going to meet the moment with low levels of awareness. Meet the moment with, I just need to work out today. That's it. Whether I go for a walk, go hiking, go jogging, go for a swim, get on a bike, go walk the dog. I just need to win today. That's all you got to do. That's the easiest thing in the world. The reason why you suffering because you live in your life by the week, the month, and the year. Just win today. How hard is that? All you got to do is beat today. Today is the easiest thing in the world to beat. That's all you have to do is focus on that mindset. I just need to win today. How do I win today? Work out. How do I win today? Eat clean. How do I win today? Bring the best version of myself to the moment. How do I win today? By definitely not focusing on what happened yesterday, not using yesterday's losses and failures and mistakes and project it. No, I just need to win today. I need to study today. I need to grow today. I need to be 1% better today than I was yesterday. That's it. That's all. Doesn't mean you need to be perfect. I just need to be 1% better than I was yesterday. Just 1%. How hard is that? Just to keep. What's up, beloved? T Benz. Got my D Wade in the building. Just win today. That's the only mindset. Win today. What's adding value to me? Get out of the illusions. Get out of the fantasies. Get out of the hope stories. Get out of the one day they might become stories. Get out of the victim mentality. I just need to win today. Red, what's up, beloved? 1%. I just need to add 1% value to myself today. Because at the end of the month, I'm 30% better than I was last month. Next month, I'm 60% better. Month after that, I'm 90% better. 4 months later, I'm a whole new person. This is how I did it, you guys. I'm telling you, I only focus on winning today. Just win today. That's it. Win today. Easiest thing in the world to do. Beat today. If you can't beat today, how you going to beat the rest of your life? If you can't beat today, how you going to beat the week? How you going to beat the month? How you going to beat the year if you can't even beat today? And today is neutral. So there's no way that you shouldn't be able to beat it when today is neutral. Whatever today is only going to be a reflection of the mindset you bring to it. That's it. Iris, what's up, beloved? King Kev, I see you. Do me a favor, you guys, and share or repost a live to your stories. If you haven't already done so, please. Jesse's in the building. What's up, Jesse? Share or repost a live to your stories. If you haven't already done so, please. King Kev, I appreciate you. Connie's in the building. What's up, Cass? So good to see you, beloved. Uh, Again, share or repost the live to your stories if you haven't already done so, please. Keziah, what's up, beloved? Eddie, I see you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Muhammad. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Carry 601, let's get it. I'm doing well, beloved. I'm doing well. Better than I deserve. Better than I deserve. Better than I deserve. Oh, that's everything. Everything R&B. I appreciate that. That's great to know. I appreciate that. That's great to know. Again, share or repost the live to your stories if you haven't already done so, please. Honey, man, I appreciate you, beloved. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you guys. You know, the coach and the student creates the teaching, you know, and that's what makes the relationship sacred, and that's what makes it beautiful. Again, the coach and the teacher, or the coach and the student, is what creates the teaching. You know, both parties need each other, and I just think that that's such a beautiful thing. And again, that's what makes the relationship sacred and beautiful when you look at it through that filter. I can't be what I am without you guys. And some of you guys wouldn't be what you are without my consistent investment in you and pouring into you and whatever. So that relationship should be protected. It should be sacred. No one should be able to speak into it. No one should be able to have an opinion about it. It's none of their business. The moment that the person starts talking about who your coach is and what they think about, stop. Let me stop you right there. Before you get warmed up, before your lips get warmed up, let me just stop you real quick. Let me just stop you real fast. Before you get comfortable, let me stop you. You was about to get comfortable. I saw you getting comfortable. Days, what's up, beloved? Sefe, that part right there. Like you said, you watching from YouTube. Welcome, 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 YouTube family. YouTube family. For the people on LinkedIn, for the people on YouTube, we're streaming at multiple platforms right now. That part right there. Okay, let's get busy. For anyone that has not watched Coach Tara's video, if you did not get an opportunity to see Coach Tara's video, do yourself a favor. I'm not asking you to do a favor for me. Do yourself a solid and go and watch that video. Do yourself a favor. It's pinned to my grid right now. Do yourself a favor because, and let me tell you why her video was so important. Her video gave me a paradigm shift. I didn't have anything to do with the video. I didn't, nothing. This was just something that she just came with. And you know, that's why what we do with respect to a community, with respect to Mindset Masters, with respect to all of us, right? Dej and Red and all of you guys shooting content, Rich, you know, this is why what we do is so important, because you never know. Rocco, you too. Come on, get in here. Because you never know when your video is going to give somebody else a paradigm shift. Let me tell you the paradigm shift that I received, and then you tell me what you received. I want you guys to watch the video and then tell me what you pulled from it. But let me tell you what I pulled from it. She said something that I had never thought of before in the history of my life. She said, "What are you doing for the other 29 days when you're not in therapy?" Whether it's 29 days, 28 days, right? It depends on the month. What are you doing the other days? Because your pain doesn't take a day off. Your trauma doesn't take a day off. Your shadow doesn't take a day off. Your wounds don't take a day off. So that's wonderful that you got 2 little days of therapy in. But what are you doing the other 28 days when your pain is knocking at the door of who you are? When your trauma is knocking at the door? when your depression is knocking at the door, when all your suffering is knocking at the door. And I'm going to tell you what's crazy. You never looked at it that way. Let me give it to you in a way that I know you can't miss it. Let's say that I'm 100 pounds overweight. I need to lose weight. My health is on the line. If I only go to the gym for 2 days, but the other 28 days, I don't make it to the gym, I'm not going to get in shape, y'all. I'll never become healthy that way. You got a whole month. And I only go to the gym 2 days out of the week. 2 days out of the month. But the other 20 days I never make it. I'll never lose that 100 pounds. Let me give it to you another way. Let's just say you thirsty and you only get to drink water 2 days out of the month. The other 28 days, you don't get to drink water. You ain't gonna make it at the end of that month. And the same thing applies when it comes to therapy. You go into the therapy because of your trauma, because of your pain, because of your unhealed wounds and all of these things. And don't get me wrong, you only going for the 2 days because maybe that's all you can afford. I'm not blaming you. What I'm saying is the other 28 days when you don't go is when you're going to go right back to being who you've always been. And this is why for a lot of you guys, you've been going to therapy for so long because you've got more reps in your pain than you do in the therapy. You've got more reps in your trauma than you do in the therapy. You've got more reps in your suffering than you do in the therapy. It doesn't match, beloved. If I eat healthy 2 days out of the month, but the other 28 days, I'm eating hamburgers and French fries and things that I shouldn't be eating, I'll never be healthy. See, and when I started this journey, I understood that I was going to have to show up for you guys every single day. Because with self-awareness, it's a lifestyle. It ain't nothing you can just do occasionally. And this is the reason why so many of my students are so powerful, because they see me every day. Red would not be Red if she only saw me 2 days out of the week. Lynetta would not be Lynetta. Sefe would not be Sefe. Queen Ella would not be Queen Ella if they only saw me 2 days out of the week. Yvette wouldn't be Yvette. Dej wouldn't be Dej. All that'll be gone. Just to give it, put it in its proper context. Look at everything that Jazz has become. Because you guys are with me every single day. That's what I'm saying. And this is why people are on that therapy treadmill. And don't get me wrong, I'm not blaming therapy. What I'm saying is that it's a treadmill. And so you can't get to, now it'd be different if that person got to go to therapy every single day because they're wealthy and successful. And I get to go see my therapist every day. I'm going to pencil that in. Every day I'm going to see my therapist. That would be a different case. But yeah, 2 months later, 3 months later, 6 months later, you should be fine because you go on every day. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying, like, that's what her video brought to my attention. I said, damn, never thought about it that way. It's no different than with religion. You got a person that's going to church one Sunday out of the week. Okay, so you're going to church 4 days out of the month. Okay, well, what about the other 26 days when your trauma is online? Your depression is online. Your unhappiness is online. Your fear is online. Your anxiety is online. Your childhood trauma is online. This is what I'm saying. These you got programs and systems that are designed to just keep you coming back. You got to keep going to church, get pumped up again, and then you go back down. You go to church, get pumped up again, and then you go back to who you used to be. Go to church, get pumped up again, and you go back to who you used to be. Go to the therapist, get pumped up again, and then you go back to who you used to be. This is what I'm saying. Now, I get it now. Thanks to our beloved Tara, I get it now. I didn't understand it before. I'm like, damn, these people going to therapy, they ain't changing, they ain't transforming. This person going to church 20, 30 years, they ain't changing, they ain't transforming. That's why. Because you getting breadcrumbed through these programs and systems, they breadcrumbing you. Because if the therapist fixed you, then you taking money out the therapist's pocket. No, they don't want that. And then not only would you be taking money out of the therapist's pocket, think about the pharmaceutical company. Now the pharmaceutical company losing money too. Because they need you on that medication for a problem that you don't even have. You just out of alignment. So the therapist is going to lose money if they fix you. The pharmaceutical companies is going to lose money if they fix you. So the goal is not to fix you. The goal is to give you something just enough to keep you coming back, keep you on the treadmill. Why are my students powerful? Because I don't gatekeep the information. I'm in their face 7 days a week. All of them. I'm in their face 7 days a week. I'm leaving voice notes in the chat. I'm podcasts being posted, live streams being posted. I'm writing stuff every single day. I don't gatekeep my students because I love them. I don't want them to suffer. I want them to be more powerful than me. If I ever get upset with them, that would be the only reason, because I know you can do better than you do. That would be the only reason. And 95% of them is going as hard as they can go. But this is why they're so powerful right now. Queen Hill, I love you too, beloved. So that's all I'm saying, you guys. So I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not blaming people for trying to make money. I'm not blaming the systems. I'm not blaming anyone. If you go to therapy, wonderful. Wonderful. I'm just saying, start looking at it through that filter. If you're only investing 2 days because that's all you could afford out of an entire month, you still got the other 28 days. You're more of who you've always been than when you go into the therapy. And that's what's going to cause you to keep being who you've always been. Because you got more reps in your pain, more reps in your trauma, more reps in your wounds, more reps in your shadow. You are more of the pain and the suffering and the trauma than you are. You spend more time with that than you do with the therapist. You live with these things. You only see the therapist occasionally. So it's just not going to work. Right? That's all I'm saying, beloved. That's all I'm saying. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not blaming anyone. You living with your wounds 24 hours, 7 days a week. You see the therapist twice a month. You living with your wounds 24 hours, 7 days a week. You see the therapist 2 times a month. You living with your childhood trauma every single day. You see the therapist for an hour, 2 times out of the month. How you gonna win the Super Bowl like that? How you gonna win the Super Bowl? How do you get fit if you only go to the gym 2 days out of the month? How do you get healthy if you only eat clean 2 days out of the month? How do you become powerful if you only read 2 days out of the month? Just help me understand it. B57, what's up, beloved? Chef Lisa, what's up, beloved? See, that's why awareness is so important. So shout out to our beloved Tara for shooting that video and, bringing to our awareness something that maybe you never thought about. Maybe something you never looked at before. So what I would encourage you to do is, if you're doing the therapy and you only have 2 days that you get to see the therapist, because maybe that's all you can afford. Well, the other 28 days, you need to be in the Mindset Masters community. That's how you offset it. I'm going to spend 2 days with my therapist. The other 28 days, I'm inside the community. Let's run the play. I'm going to spend 2 days with the therapist. The other 28 days, I'm on that live shadow boxing with coach. Let's run the play. That's how you do it. Now it makes sense to me. But to just sit there and only go to the therapist for 2 days out of the month, and then the other 28 days you just at the house chilling, thinking about your pain, you ain't gonna make it. That part right there, Dave. If you really want the truth, you don't need them. You just need a whole full dose of me. You just need to stay committed to your commitments and stay committed to who you are becoming. And you don't even need the therapist. I'm going to transform you into one. I'm going to have you so powerful that the therapist going to come to see you. As soon as they run into a problem, they don't know how to solve. They're coming to see you. All right, let's get busy getting busy. What do we say? What did we just learn the other day? The most difficult enemy in the world to overcome is the enemy that you like. The most difficult enemy in the world to overcome is the enemy that you now need. I need that alcohol because it helps me to escape my pain. I need that thing to smoke because it numbs me to my pain. I need the adult content because it helps me to escape the reality that I no longer want to be a part of. How do you overcome the enemy that you like and that you need? And then I only get to see my therapist 2 days out of the month. But the other 28 days, I'm with that adult content. The other 28 days, I'm with the gambling addiction. The other 28 days, I'm drinking. The other 28 days, I'm smoking. I ain't gonna win the Super Bowl like that. And I don't blame the person because the person may not have the financial resources to go and see the therapist like they need to. So I don't blame them. But damn, when you're dealing with somebody that's trying to overcome something that they actually like, man, that's hard. We understand getting rid of the enemies that you don't like. The person that criticizes you, that's easy to walk away from. The people that judge you, that's easy to walk away from. The people that make all these assumptions about who they think you are, those people are easy to disconnect from. Those aren't the people that are hurting you. What's hurting you is that enemy that you like, that you reach for in the dark when no one else is watching. That's the one that's kicking your behind, and that's the one that's going to stop you from your purpose. That's the one that's going to interrupt your calling. See, when you are a chosen one, your calling has to disrupt who you are when no one else is watching. When you are a chosen one, your calling has to disrupt all of your excuses. It has to disrupt your procrastination. It has to disrupt your trauma. It has to speak louder than your pain. The loudest voice in your life when you are a chosen one has to be God's. Period. Trina, what's up, beloved? Raja, what's up, beloved? I see you. We talk about this all the time. There's nothing in the history of this planet that justifies you having a negative feeling. Nothing. We ain't gonna talk lion to lion today. Do me a favor real quick, you guys, and share or repost a live to your stories. If you haven't already done so, please. Do me a favor and share or repost a live to your stories. If you haven't already done so, please. Baddest thing on the planet is you. Let us say that one more time. There's nothing in the history of this planet that justifies you having a negative feeling. Nothing. There's nothing in the history of this planet that justifies you having a negative feeling. Nothing. Nothing. Not one thing. Why? Because your emotions keep you blind. That's why. You don't see the world through your emotions. You see the world through your awareness. You don't see life through your emotions. You see it through your wisdom. You don't see life through your emotions. You see life through your consciousness. That's how you see life, from a place of non-emotion. Why? Because my emotions are going to keep me blind. My emotions can only allow me to see the situation through how it impacts me, not how it impacts all parties involved. This is why God said, you don't see things through your emotions. That's not what your emotions are for. Your emotions are indicators. They're not glasses. You don't see your life through them. But that's exactly what we do. We make the worst decision you will ever make is an emotional decision. It's the one you're going to regret. More than any other decision is the one you make from your emotions, because that's not what they're for. They're not supposed to have a seat at the table of your decision making. They're just coming to report something to you anytime you're out of alignment with the truth. That's it. They don't get to cast a vote in where you going next, cast a vote in whether or not you're going to stay in the relationship. No, everything in life is either in alignment with who you're becoming or it's blocking it. It's that simple. Look at your life through those two filters. It's either in alignment with who I'm becoming or it's stopping who I'm becoming. It's one or the other. Some of you guys are in a situation right now where you got some things in your life that's literally stopping you from becoming the most powerful version of you. And you don't mind losing that version of you, hanging on to the person. Kev, what's up, beloved? Again, real quick, you guys, do me a favor and share or repost a live to your stories. Type me in the comments if this is your very first time on a live stream with me, please. If this is your very first time on a live stream with me, Whip Girl, what's up, beloved? If this is your very first time, type me in the comments, please. Again, nothing in the history of this planet justifies you having a negative feeling. Nothing. Not one thing. Know my worth. What's up, beloved? Real quick, for anyone that's new to the platform, welcome all first and last time listeners. My name is Jordan Williams. I am a certified life coach. I specialize in self-awareness, self-mastery, relationship mastery, 5D consciousness. I specialize in helping my students and clients to become the greatest, strongest, and most powerful versions of themselves. I coach from my pain. I coach from my wounds. I coach from my trauma because that's where your greatness lives. Your greatness is tied to those things, not to who you are on social media, not to what's in your bank account, not to what you've acquired. Your strength, your power, your greatness is tied to everything you have overcome leading up to this moment. It's what makes you powerful in God's eyes. And the moment that you shift that energy and you start helping people to overcome things that you once used to struggle with, but now you're on the other side of it, you become powerful in that moment. Your past makes you powerful. Your pain makes you powerful. Your wounds and your childhood trauma all make you powerful. Coach from your power, not from who the world wants you to be. That's where your weakness is. Your strength is everything you've overcome, because there's not a person on the planet that has walked in your shoes and you are fluent in what you've gone through. You are fluent in your pain. You are fluent in your trauma. You are everything else you got to go study for. You get that PhD, I got to go study for it. You get that master's degree, I got to go study for it. You get that AA, I got to go study for it. You ain't got to study with your pain. You already know it. You're fluent in it. And what God is saying is that your generational wealth is not tied to something outside of you. It's tied to what you've overcome. And the moment that you take what you've overcome to start helping my children, you become powerful. Go write books. Start doing seminars. Start doing speaking engagements. Become a coach. Help people to overcome everything that you once used to struggle with, and watch how powerful you become. The most powerful person walking in any given moment is the person that can help you overcome something that you're struggling with and you don't know the answer to. That person in that moment is a gift. They're the blessing. They are the medicine. They are the cure. Find a way to do more for people than anyone else can do for them in that moment, and you change their destiny. I do it every day. I don't have to rehearse it. I don't have to memorize it. I don't have to go and take notes on it. I can speak from it. I'm fluent in it. And so are you. Everything else you have to memorize and write down and take notes. No, not when it comes to who you are. And that's why your authenticity is so important. That's why your authenticity is so important. I coach you guys for my pain and my trauma, but they're not emotionally charged anymore. Why are you suffering? Because your pain, your trauma, your wounds, you emotionally charge them every time you think about them. That's why you suffer. I don't charge them emotionally anymore. I gain wisdom from them. I write from them. I speak from them. So my past is my passport. It's not my prison. Hashan, what's up, beloved? Again, anyone that's new to the platform, welcome. My name is Jordan Williams. I am a certified life coach. I am also the best-selling author of this book, The Secret of Awareness. How powerful are you ready to be? This book is a bestseller and a game changer. Let's get busy, get busy. If you are not currently signed up for my free thought of the day, type no in the comments, please, real quick, and then we're going to get this live started. That part right there, Red. That part right there, Red. That part right there. That part right there. Coach from your wounds, beloved, because you're going to become something that people can't deal with. Coach from your trauma and your pain, because you're going to become something people can't deal with. I'm telling you now, speak from that space. Speak from, be the voice for the version of you that you needed when no one else was there and they can't touch you. Listen to what I'm saying to you, beloved. Become the person that you needed when no one else was around. Become the person that you needed when that person walked out of your life. Become the person that you needed when that person hurt you or disrespect you. Become that person. So when you coaching and you teaching people, I became the person that I needed in the dark when nobody else was watching. I became him. So I coach from that perspective. That's why I'm so passionate about what I do. I don't have to pretend. It's too real for me. Yeah, and that's how you heal your childhood trauma. You heal your childhood trauma by becoming the person that you needed, by giving yourself everything you needed that you didn't receive from that person. Give that to yourself now. Whatever you didn't receive as a child, that abandonment, the attention that you needed, the closeness that you needed, the belonging that you needed, the love that you needed, right? The closeness that you needed, all the things that you needed that you didn't receive from that person, give it to yourself now. Give it to yourself now. Become the person you needed when you didn't have anywhere to turn, because you know exactly what you needed. There ain't a person on the planet that knows what you needed during your darkest moments other than you. Become that version of yourself. Not one day, not I'll work on it, not I'll think about it now. Don't become what the world needs you to be. Become what you needed you to be. That part right there, Craig. Yeah, Rika, that part right there, beloved. Your pain is your blueprint for everybody else. It belongs to you. This is why what you talking about, you ashamed of your pain, but that belongs to you. That's your gold. It belongs to you. All of it belongs to you. Everything that has happened to you leading up to this moment, it all belongs to you. You suffer because you only celebrate the parts of life that you get to promote to the world. No, what makes you powerful is not your light. What makes you powerful is what's in your dark. Because what's in your dark is what gives significance to what's in your light. The abandonment, what people didn't do for you, people that didn't show up for you, people that lied on you, people that cheated on you, people that hurt you, people that disrespected you. No. And then all that scar tissue on your heart that came from the people that told you they would never lie to you, and I'll never break your heart, and I'll never cheat on you. Become what you needed during that time. I said become it. Whatever you needed during that time, become it now. Become a wall that nothing can knock down. No one can knock down. No storm could knock down. I became the wall. Every brick in that wall is built from my pain, built from my trauma, built from my suffering. I don't need you to validate the wall. That's what I'm saying. We walk around wanting people to like the wall. Damn if they don't like the wall called you. They don't like their own wall. Then what you worried about them liking yours for? This is what God is saying. He said, what makes you powerful, beloved, is everything I've helped you overcome. That's what makes you powerful. Not that stuff you pushing on social media. That don't make you powerful. That only makes people envious of you. See, we talk about this all the time. Your likes will get you disliked, and your dislikes will get you liked. See, your likes are all of the special events, all of the parties, all of the celebrations and the graduations. Those are your likes. But those are the very things that make people hate on you the most, because your greatness in those moments are triggering their mediocrity. Your dislikes is the trauma, the suffering, the wounds, the ego. Those are your dislikes. Those are the things you hide. But those are the things that are going to make people like you the most, because people know that you've been broken. People know that you've been through some things. People know that you've suffered. Why do they know it? Because they've been through it themselves. And when you show up as just the most authentic version of yourself, it makes me like you more. Now, I don't have anything to hide because I don't need you to like me. Your likes will get you disliked, and your dislikes will get you liked. There are certain things that God did when it came to you. Maybe he made your ears a certain way. Maybe he made your nose a certain way. Maybe he shaped your body a certain way. See, the things that we are ashamed of, or we're embarrassed about, or what we avoid, we hide, are the things that are going to make people like you the most, because they're things that are uniquely authentic to you. But all that stuff that you promote on social media, I'm telling you now, when you're not around, it makes people hate on you because it triggers them. Not because you're doing something intentionally, but because anytime that you're promoting what makes you wonderful in life, it triggers what makes that person mediocre. And so your likes will get you disliked, and your dislikes will get you liked. The day that your dislikes are promoted as much as your likes, that's when unconditional love is in your life. Miss O, what's up, beloved? Real quick, you guys, share or repost a live to your stories. May, what's up, beloved? What's up, beloved? That's a pillar of our community right there. Where will we be without our May? I don't even want to imagine. Again, share or repost a live to your stories, you guys. If you haven't already done so, please. I appreciate that. Janae, what's up, beloved? So good to see you. So good to see you. So good to see you. Again, if you're not currently signed up for my free thought of the day, type no. I apologize. I went off on one. I think I missed it. If you're not currently signed up for the free thought of the day, please type no in the comments, please. And then we're going to get busy with this live, because we got some mountains to climb. And the mountain is called you. You are the mountain in your life. There are no other mountains. You are the mountain, beloved. Wake up out of your illusion, please. I'm begging you. The mountain in your life is called you. If you're not currently signed up for my free thought today, so what you guys are going to want to do is this. The purpose of the free thought of the day, you guys, is just to wake up inspired every single day, which you are going to do. It's going to give you that motivation. It's going to give you that energy. It's going to give you that inspiration. It's going to give you that wisdom that you need. And all of that will compound over time. In fact, you want to wake up with purpose every single day. But most importantly, you want to wake up to something every single day that's designed to unlock your inner greatness. And that's what the free thought of the day is going to do. Double down on the free part, because you can't be free anywhere in the world. Copy and paste that link that Tara has pinned there. And when you copy and paste that link, Valerie, what's up, beloved? Pam, thank you so much. Copy and paste that link that Tara has pinned there. Get signed up real quick for the free thought of the day, and then come back and join the live. It's only going to take you a couple seconds to do it. Paulina, what's up, beloved? Words of wisdom in the building. We got a lot of ground to cover. We are going to cover it. We got a lot of ground to cover, and we are going to cover it. Greatness is in your future. That's it. That's all. That's all we chasing. That's all we chasing in life. Letitia, what's up, beloved? So good to see you. So good to see you. Thank you for everything. Greatness is what we chase. I don't even want to talk about anything else. We ain't talking about greatness. What are we talking about? I'm just, what are we doing? We either talking about greatness or mediocrity. Which one we doing? Because we on that. Just a key. What's up, beloved? Yeah, we on greatness. We ain't got time to be All right, let's get busy getting busy. That part right there, Stephanie, that you know, that part right there. I sit back. I'm like a mad scientist when I'm not online with you guys. And I'm always trying to figure out the secret to why this is happening or why this is happening. I'm always trying to understand why certain things are happening. Nat, what's up, beloved? So good to see you. And what I'm understanding with respect to happiness and why it's so fleeting for so many people, because we all want to be happy, right? At the end of the day, like, I don't know, I've never met a person at all. I all want to be happy. Like, we all want to be happy, but that's the problem. We're chasing happiness. Happiness isn't something that you can chase. It's not something that you can acquire. You can't acquire happiness, even though we've been programmed and conditioned to believe that we can. And that's what causes the depression. Because in your mind, you're thinking, how can I make it last? Why is the happiness out of my relationship? Why is the happiness out of my job? Why is the happiness out? Why did it leave, the thing that I acquired or the thing that I purchased or whatever the case may be? And I think that this is such an important conversation because, again, coach, my partner doesn't make me happy anymore, but they never had the power to make you happy. Coach, my job doesn't make me happy anymore, but it never had the power to make you happy, beloved. Coach, my life doesn't make me happy anymore, but it never had the power to make you happy. Nothing in your external reality has the power to make you happy. Nothing. I will give you 50 years to tell me one thing, take God out of it. One thing that has the power to make you happy. You can't name a thing. Not one thing. And for some strange reason, we don't understand that. Not one thing, nothing in your external. God wired you that way. He was such a beast when he wired you that way. He wired you so that nothing outside of you would ever be able to be your happiness, which also means nothing would be able to take it away. That's why he did it. He said, because if I allow the things outside of you to make you happy, then when you lose those things, they're also going to have the power to take your happiness away. So he said, no, we ain't going to play that game. I'm just going to make it so that nothing outside of you has the power to make you happy. And I think that this is such an important conversation. Your partner doesn't have the power to make you happy. Your partner can see, here's what I need you guys to understand. Two things that you have to master. Happiness is an inside job. So only you can give it to you. Joy comes from anything you add to your life. And that's what I need you to understand. Joy comes from the outside. Happiness can only come from the inside. So if you didn't bring happiness to the relationship, you're not going to find it there. If you didn't bring happiness to the job, you're not going to find it there. If you didn't bring happiness to the picnic, you're not going to find it there. If you didn't bring it to the friendship, you're not going to find it there. If you don't bring it, you won't find it. If you don't bring it, you won't find it. And I just think that that's so important. One more time, joy can come from the outside. That's what joy's job is. It will come from anything that you add to your life is going to give you the joy. But you've been programmed and conditioned to confuse joy with happiness. But the joy is fleeting. The joy is only going to stay for a short period of time, and then the joy is going to take off because it can't stay around forever. And then it's going to take off. So happiness is an inside job only. It can only come from you. And joy comes from everything you add to your life. And once you understand that, when your kids first came into your life, it brought you joy. When you first got that job, it brought you joy. When you first got the relationship, it brought you joy. But in your mind, you confuse the joy with the happiness. So when the relationship, when the joy went away, in your mind, you thinking, oh, well, the relationship doesn't make me happy anymore. No, you confuse the two, beloved. Now you put pressure on your partner that they don't deserve. Oh, they don't make me happy anymore, but they never made you happy. That was never their job. That was never their job. Oh, coach, I'm leaving my job. Why are you leaving the job? It doesn't make me happy anymore. But that was never the assignment. Why are we blaming the job? For your lack of emotional intelligence. And this is why this conversation is so important. So here's another thing. See, here's another thing that we need to understand. Happiness is secondary. It's not the primary. Happiness is a result, beloved. It's an outcome. It's not the primary. So we look at you looking for happiness. We chasing happiness, but you're chasing the wrong thing. Happiness comes from alignment. When you are aligned mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, the byproduct of that is happiness. Happiness comes from contentment, meaning that there's nothing missing from my moment. When you're looking at your moment and you say, there's nothing missing from my moment is perfect. The byproduct of that is happiness. When you look at your moment and you say, I don't have this and I don't have that, and maybe your trauma's online and maybe your pain was online, the moment is no longer perfect for you. And so there's no happiness in it. But when you can look at your moment and you can say, there's nothing missing from my moment, happiness will be there. Everybody rocking with that? Everybody follow me? Am I losing anyone? Pam, I see you, beloved. So, Star, I see you. Now let's get gritty with it real quick. Hang on, let me see if this thing leaves in a second. Harmony, I see you, beloved. Ella, I see you. Now let's get gritty with it real quick. Now we're getting ready to get gritty. Happiness is a state of non-illusion. Come on, Rich, we got to start cooking now. Happiness is a state of non-illusion, beloved. That means get all the illusions out of your life. You want happiness to be there? Get the illusions out of your life. Happiness means that everything in my life is true, accurate, and real. Can you say that in real time? Don't say it for the chat. And that's not really what your life represents, because you're going to create a whole new wound within yourself. Happiness means that everything in my life is true, accurate, and real. There's no falsehoods in my life. There's no fantasies in my life. There's no filters where I'm looking at someone through their potential, but I'm ignoring the reality that's showing up every single day. Happiness is a state of non-illusion. I don't have any illusions. I'm not seeing people through my illusions. I'm seeing them through the reality of who they really are. I'm not paying attention to what the person is saying to me. I'm watching the patterns to make sure that I don't get played or manipulated or taken advantage of. No illusions in my life. No fantasies. No hope stories. No one day they might become stories. No, everything in my life is true, accurate, and real. That's it. Happiness means that my life is centered on truth. The foundation of my life is centered on truth, which means that every single person in my life, that's what I'm checking for. I'm not checking to see if you got six-pack abs. I'm not checking to see how many muscles you have. I'm not checking to see what's in your bank account, because I'm not going to be in a relationship with that. What I'm checking to see is how much truth do you live your life through? How much truth is filtered through your life? Do your words and your actions align? Do you turn every should into a must? Are you the same person in the dark that you are in the light? Do your words match your behaviors? Does the version of you that walks out of the church, is that the same version of you that I see at the club at night? See, that's what I'm saying. Because you are the guardian of the gate at your life. This is what God is saying to you. He's saying you are the guardian at the gate. Whatever gets past that gate is on you. So you let that disrespect get past that gate, that's on you. You let that low communication get past that gate, that's on you. You let the toxic person get past the gate, that's on you. You the guardian at the gate. How they get past the gate? How they get past the gate? You got to sign off. Just the same way when Amazon shows up to your house or UPS shows up to your house, you got to sign off on the package. They don't just open up your door and set the package inside your house. You ain't never had Amazon set a package inside your house. They gonna leave the package at the front door or they gonna hand it to you. But ain't nobody force you to bring it inside the house. So how the toxic relationship get past the gate? I'm just asking you how to get past the gate. How that disrespect get past the gate? I'm just asking you how to get there. They opened up the door. That's what you telling me with a straight face. They opened up the door. They opened up the door to your mind and just took off walking inside, just did what they wanted to do. Where were you at? Who was protecting the gate when you weren't protecting it? See, this is what I'm saying. So when you start thinking about, there's versions of me that I need to let go of. Don't just get rid of the toxic relationship. Get rid of the version of yourself that accepted it. Because if we don't get rid of that version of you, you're going to keep meeting that same person over and over and over again. Different face, same demon. Different face, same energy. Now, all that stops now. We on the journey for you to become the most powerful version of you. We ain't got time to be showing up small. So one more time, happiness is a state of non-illusion. True happiness will only be in your life when you start living your life from a place of truth, which is what you should want to do anyways, beloved. I just want the truth in my life. I'm going to just be honest with you guys. I don't care if it ain't nobody but me and the dog. Somebody he going to give me the truth. I just need the truth in my life. I don't want the masks anymore. You should be tired of that. You ain't tired of the masks. You ain't tired of all the people pretending. You ain't tired of the people that have all these ulterior motives and everybody got some agenda when they enter your life? You ain't tired of that? I just want the truth in my life. You can't give me the truth. And last time I checked, the truth is free. If you can't give me the truth, I don't even want to know your name. Because you got to be tired of that. That's how we got here. That's how our paths cross. So you got to be tired of that. And I'm going to tell you this all the time. Rock bottom is one of the sexiest places in the world. Oh, yeah, we looking at rock bottom through the wrong filter. Rock bottom is sexy and powerful as hell. Because rock bottom is going to strip away all the illusions. You at rock bottom for a reason. See, the mindset that took you to rock bottom only took you to rock bottom because you were tolerating and accepting things that you shouldn't have. There was something you were attached to, something you were addicted to, the procrastination, the showing up small. Oh, we've been looking at rock bottom through the wrong filter. Rock bottom, like I'm trying to help you and say, here's the thing. The mindset that took you to rock bottom won't be the same mindset that's going to take you to the cliff top. No, we need a different mindset. If you're hitting rock bottom, that's an indicator that the mindset that you are operating out of, we need to let go of. The version of yourself that took you to rock bottom is the version of yourself we need to get out the car. Get out the car. You got to get out the car here. At the next gas station, I need you out the car. You can't go on this journey with who I'm getting ready to become. The mindset that took you to rock bottom cannot be the mindset that's going to take you to the top, beloved. Two different mindsets. Two different mindsets, beloved. That part right there, whip girl. So when you hit rock bottom is just a reset. Rock bottom is not the end. Rock bottom is the beginning. Oh, I needed rock bottom. Oh, my rock bottom was beautiful because I'm transmuting all that energy. The first thing I had to do was rebuild me. See, and you can only rebuild you through pure truth. Now you ain't gonna do it as long as you point the finger. Oh, he took this from me and she took that from me and he lied and she cheated and he lied. You ain't gonna make it like that, beloved. You gotta say, I got here because of some choices and decisions I made. I got to rock bottom because there were some things that I allowed that I shouldn't have. There were some things that I would see. Watch this right here. Watch this right here. There's a huge difference between don't see and choose not to see. Don't see means that I was blind to it. I didn't even know it was going on. I didn't even know it was happening. Choose not to see means I saw it, but I valued the person so much that I didn't want to speak up. I valued the person so much that I didn't want to lose them, even though I was losing me. So I saw it, but I chose to look away. There's a huge difference between don't see and choose not to see. See, I won't blame you for what you didn't see. What I will blame you for is what you chose not to see. Yeah, you saw it. You looking dead at it. But you were so terrified to lose the person. So terrified to speak your truth. See, we talked about this the other day. What most people call peace in a relationship is really the absence of their truth. I have peace because my truth has never been inserted in the relationship. Because if I insert my truth, if I insert my needs, if I insert my wants and desires, they don't have the emotional capacity to hold me. And that's going to create a problem, coach. So I took my truth out of the relationship and I signed off on theirs. There's a huge difference between don't see and choose not to see. Huge difference between the two. I get the first one. Coach, I didn't see it. I'm at work all day and I'm traveling. I didn't know this man was all in my house. Women all in my house women all in my car. When I'm on the road, coach, I'm on the road. I'm out here getting this bag. I didn't know that. I can't blame you for that, beloved. You didn't see it. But choose not to see is something different. See, when you're in a toxic relationship, that's the mindset you have. You have the choose not to see mindset. Yeah, you see what's going on, but you're looking away. Do me a favor real quick, you guys, and share or repost live to your stories. If you haven't already done so, please share or repost live. Yeah, eyes wide open. You saw it. But you didn't want to see it. And the reason why you didn't confront that person is because it may have forced you to make a decision that you weren't ready to make. Let me say that one more time. The reason why you didn't speak your truth, the reason why you didn't confront that person, the reason why you didn't stand on it 10 toes down is because it may have forced you to make a decision that you weren't ready to make. That decision may have broken the relationship up. That decision may have split you guys apart. And so to you at the time, it just wasn't worth it. And that's why you didn't do it. And I feel you, beloved, and I love it. The relationship, I love it. I love it. I love that. I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate your transparency because we can build on that. We can't build on the illusion. We can't build on the sheet. Emma was so transparent and so honest just then. You know, we can build on that. Oh, we can go change the world on that. That's the person I want in the battle with me. I want the Emmas of the world. Coach, I accepted some things that I shouldn't have. I tolerated some things that I shouldn't have. I walked on eggshells when I shouldn't have. I accepted some things that I shouldn't have accepted. It won't happen again, but I understand why I did it. I can appreciate that. Man, we go with a whole battle on that. Rasha, I see you, beloved. I see you, beloved. I see you, beloved. I see you. I see you. And I know because you have shared with me and have been so authentic with me. So I see it. All right, let's win the Super Bowl. We win in the Super Bowl. We ain't got time to be playing. We win in the Super Bowl, y'all. We ain't got time to be playing. Period. We win in the Super Bowl. We ain't got time to be playing. I'm just telling you that now. Let me say this to you. If the truth is not the most dominant thing in your life, then you blocking your own blessings. Catch me on this. If the truth is not the most dominant thing in your life, then you blocking your own blessings, beloved. You blocking your own blessings. What do we say all the time? God won't bless who you pretend to be. Why would he? Why would he reward you and you walking around as the most edited version of yourself? He's not going to bless who you pretend to be. He sees the masks. The world may not see it. He sees it. Nothing outside of you will ever feel stable until you discover who you are internally. Nothing outside of you will ever feel stable until you discover who you are internally. If you weren't actively engaged in making yourself miserable, you would be happy. Double down on the actively part. Double down on the actively part. And because we're always focused on what we don't have. We're always focused on what's missing, right? We're always focused. We're always in some constant state of dissatisfaction, right? You know, it's again, and it's not the world that's making you unhappy. It's your reaction to the world that's making you unhappy. It's your programming and conditioning that's making you unhappy, and that's blocking happiness's presence in your life. If you weren't actively engaged, this is why awareness is so important, you guys. It's why it's so important. The only reason why you are losing in this world is due to your inability to conquer yourself. That's it. The only reason why you are losing in this world is due to your inability to conquer yourself. That's what the whole game was, you guys. The whole game was self mastery. When you master you, you master the world. When you master you master your circumstances. When you master you master your mind. When you master you master your pain. You master your trauma. You master your wounds, your depression, your anxiety, fear, doubt, imposter syndrome, limiting beliefs. When you master you master the world. Because when you master you, you see through you. You see through you. You understand your pain. You understand your spiritual contract. You understand your ego and the fact that it's going to throw up some opposing thought. You understand all of these things. You understand why anxiety is coming. It's your alarm. It's not the problem. You understand who you are in the dark when no one else is watching. You get it. And then not only that, you understand people. You understand that 9 times out of 10, the person that you meet is going to walk up being the edited version of themselves. Because maybe their shadow is still online, their pain is still online, their trauma is still online. You understand that. You're not going to put that person on some pedestal because they're cute or handsome. You're not going to do it. You're not going to race to get in a relationship with some person because you're bored or lonely. Because when you have mastered yourself, you enjoy your own company. You love your company and you are protective over your peace. So before you start adding somebody to your peace, you're going to be so protective over that and you're going to take the time to get to know that person. Because I'm not racing to look for the very thing I'm already in possession of. I'm in possession of unconditional love. There's nothing that you can give me. Nothing is coming from you. Anything that I'm going to feel won't come from you. And I don't trust you. I trust my judgment about you. I don't trust you. I trust my opinion of you. I don't trust you. I trust the stories I've created in my mind about who I think you are. So I don't even trust people. I understand that. Security is the gift I give myself when I'm in your presence. You don't produce my security. Security comes from me. Insecurity doesn't come from you. Insecurity comes from the meaning I assign to how you behave. Everything comes from me. You don't bring me peace. Peace is the gift I give myself based upon the meaning I attach to the moment. I don't get that from you. Love is not something I get from you. Love comes from the meaning I assign to you. Love comes from the meaning I assign to your behavior. Love comes from the meaning I assign to the role you get to play in my life. You don't bring me anything, but you are the mechanism that gives me the ability to unlock what I was already in possession of before I ever knew your name. I am the universe in human form. Deal with me. I am an extension of God in human form. Deal with me. I am the most powerful, rare, and unique creature walking on the face of this earth. Deal with me. I won't show up small to make you feel more comfortable. I won't not speak my truth to protect your insecurities. I won't bow to fear when my Father is the governor of faith. I won't disrespect him that way. My trauma will never speak louder than my purpose. My pain will never speak louder than the present moment. And yesterday's version of me will never carry more weight than who I am becoming. I have mastered me. The thing God sent me here to master, I'm holding the keys to. Loyalty was never for other people. Loyalty was for me. Loyalty was for never for other people. Loyalty is what I give back to my Father. Belief does not come to what I give to other people. Belief is what I give to my purpose. Faith is not what I give to them. Faith is what I give to my Father. For all of the things that I'm going to have to do in life that I don't understand, that I can't see, that's where my faith has to go. Anxiety is not my problem. Anxiety is my alarm. Depression is not a problem. Depression is my indicator. It's letting me know I'm out of alignment with the truth. It's letting me know I'm out of alignment with my highest and best self. It's letting me know that I'm clinging or attached to something that's taking me and pushing me away from who I am at my essence. I don't need to take pills for it. I need to understand where I'm clinging and what I'm attached to. Fear, I love you. Because fear is an indicator. It's letting me know you've lost faith. I don't need to be here. Why have you lost faith in your father? Why have you lost faith in yourself? Because fear shows up when faith walks out. Pain, come here. I need you. Because what that pain is teaching me is that genuine love is not here. I'm not loving myself authentically. I'm not showing up for myself like I should be. My self-respect is not online. My belief in myself is not online. Genuine love is not online. Love walked out, pain walked in. See, this is what self-mastery looks like. This is the thing that you were supposed to do. Master you. Master you. The greatest gift you will ever give yourself is self-mastery. Greatest gift in the world. I have detachment. I mastered it. I'm not attached to anything that I own because I understand impermanence and that there's going to be different things that are going to be walking in and out of my life. And I understand that I don't need to cling to walks out of my life. What walked into my life was only something that helped me to unlock something that was already in me. And that thing has an expiration date on it. And it might leave the next day or it might leave in the future. Who knows? But what detachment teaches me is appreciate the thing while you have it because it may be gone any moment. So I don't need to be attached to the person. I don't need to be attached to the thing. I need to celebrate the thing while I have access to it because it can be gone at any time, me included. That part right there, T-Benz. That part right there, May. That part right there. I'm telling you guys, Juliet, what's up, beloved? I'm telling you, self-mastery is it. You know, self-mastery is it. Like, I mean, it's just it. You know, it's yeah, it's just it. So how can you expect to master the world if you haven't mastered yourself? How can you master your life if you haven't mastered yourself? How can you master your environment if you haven't mastered yourself? See, God is trying to teach us that when we master ourselves, we master everything else. The moment you master you, everything else is mastered because everything else is neutral. And you're going to understand that. You walking through life reacting to things that actually have no power. We talked about this the other day. Nothing outside of you has power, beloved. Power comes from you. Your relationship has no power. The job has no power. Your friendships have no power. Social media, no power. Nothing in your external world in this moment has power. Power comes from you. Power comes from the meaning you assign to the thing because you are meaning itself. The moment that your awareness shows up, it assigns meaning to the thing. When it assigns meaning to the thing, you unlock a feeling or emotion. Period, point blank. Your car didn't come with emotions. Your job didn't come with emotions. Your material possessions didn't come with emotions. These things don't care. Okay, so where are the emotions coming from? It's coming from the meaning you assign to these things. Your car didn't make you excited. The meaning you attached to it did. Your relationship didn't make you excited. The meaning you attached to it did. Your job didn't make you excited. The meaning you attached to it did. Everything comes from you. Everything comes from you. And the day that you fully understand that nothing outside of you has power, nothing outside of you is hurting you right now, beloved. The meaning you assign to it is. And when you lack self-awareness, you're punishing yourself. That's how you know you are not awakened because you are punishing yourself over things that are neutral. Everything outside of you is neutral. You give it power. You're giving this live stream power right now. You're going to have, let me qualify it. There's going to be some people in this live stream that comes in here and says, this dude don't know what he's talking about. They're going to give it a different meaning. Some of you guys just said, oh my God, I love what Coach is talking about. You're giving it a different meaning. Somebody else is going to come in here and say, oh my God, why does he have gold in his room? They're going to give it a different meaning. Everyone is assigning a different meaning, which means everyone is experiencing me differently. Same thing applies to your life. So if you are suffering in any capacity, you're doing it to yourself, is what I'm trying to wake you up to. Your relationship is not causing you to stress. Stress is the meaning you assign to it. Your job is not stressing you out. The meaning you assign to it is causing you stress. The future is not creating your anxiety. The meaning you assign to it is. Your past doesn't have the power to produce your depression. The meaning you assign to it does. And what God is trying to teach you is, why are you hurting you? You punishing you, but you got the PhD. You punishing you, but you got the master's degree. You punishing you, but you got all these certificates. These things ain't going to transform your life, beloved. You have, at some point in time, you're going to have to master yourself. Sabrina, what's up, beloved? I mean, I'm going to tell you what's mind-blowing. We'll go spend 4 years, 8 years getting some degree at some university, but we won't spend a year working on ourselves. I'm just asking you to make it make sense. I'm just asking you to make it make sense. We won't take a solid year to master ourselves, but we're going to give 8 years to the university and you still got depression in the end. You'll give 4 years to the university and you still got anxiety in the end. Just make it make sense to me. I won't make the investment. I won't spend a year mastering the most powerful asset in human history. I won't spend a year doing that, but I'll go spend a year doing something that'll help me make some money. I go spend 4 years, coach, on something that'll help me look good, make me look successful, so that people can tell me I made it. Made it where? Where'd you make it to? Made it to some list in some sleeping person's mind? That's what you're telling me? That was the goal? To make the list in some sleeping person's mind? God gave you the most powerful instrument in human history, the most powerful asset in human history, and you don't know anything about it, but you know something about that math degree? You know something about your accounting degree? That's what you're telling me? That makes more sense to you, but I don't understand me? But I understand everything I pile on top of me. Make it make sense. Oh yeah, coach, I know everything I piled on top of me, but I don't know the asset that told me that. Just make it make sense. You got the most powerful asset in human history, and we don't know anything about it. I said the most powerful asset in human history, and we know nothing about it. We don't know what it can do. We don't know what it can do. That part right there, Sandy. That part right there, beloved. That part right there. It's just the most mind-blowing thing in the world. And we wonder why we suffering, wondering why we stuck, wondering why we can't move forward, wondering why we can't manifest the life that we want. You ain't took the time to read the instruction manual. Self-awareness is the instruction manual. You ain't read the manual. That part right there, Rich, Rich, you said, that's what's scary to me, Rich. I'm so happy you said that, beloved. That's what's scary to me. We don't know what we can do. There's no limit to your potential, beloved. You got people that have literally sent rockets to the moon. You've got people that have learned how to split the atom. You've got people that have created fully autonomous vehicles. We don't know what we are capable of. These are just some of the things we've learned. You have people that have created, devices that have gone all the way down to the bottom of the ocean, taking pictures and all. We don't know what we're capable of doing. All we know is what somebody else has done. We're so busy listening to other people about what our limitations are and what we can do and all these other things like that. But you don't know what you can do, because whatever the limitations that person places on themselves has absolutely nothing to do with you. This is why I got out. This is why I don't people anymore. I don't even want to hear about what other people can do, because I don't want that written space in my mind. I'm so focused on building out my mind and figuring out what can I do and how powerful can I become. But I don't want to hear about other people. That's wonderful that they did what they did. That has nothing to do with me. The first thing somebody gonna tell you is what you can't do, because they can't do it. Kels, what's up, beloved? Yeah, here's my thing. The God created you different than every person for a reason. Period. So we don't know what your model can do. We might know what this person over here did, but we don't know what you can do. What's up, beloved? If you're serious about healing, there are 4 people that you have to forgive first. One more time. If you're serious about healing, there are 4 people that you're going to have to forgive first, or you ain't gonna make it. Number 1, your parents, living or gone. Whether they did the best or they fell short, they gave you life. They did their job. They gave you life. And holding on to what they couldn't give you will only cause you to suffer. Thank them for what they could offer you and let go of the rest. Thank them for what they could offer you and let go of the rest. Number 2, the people you once loved, the ones who didn't stay, and the ones who couldn't meet you where you were mentally and emotionally. Wish them peace. Wish them healing. But stop reopening the door that life has already closed. Number 3, everyone else who hurt you. Friends, strangers, family members, and the people who let you down. You don't need an apology to forgive. You don't need closure to forgive. See, you wipe the slate clean because it's not about them. It's about you. It's about you no longer living in the mental prison from some experience that was caused by someone else. Number 4, yourself. Can you forgive you? Because this is the most important one. This is the most difficult one. This is the one, chances are, that's blocking all of the happiness and unconditional love and all of these things in you. Can you forgive you? Can you forgive yourself? Can you forgive the version of you that made all the mistakes? Can you forgive the version of you that didn't know better? Can you forgive the version of you that didn't have access to the awareness like you did now? Can you forgive the version of you that didn't have the emotional intelligence like you do now? Can you forgive the version of you that didn't have access to the information and the resources that you currently have right now? Had you had access to better information, beloved, you would have made better decisions. And see, the worst thing that you could ever do is to look at your past through the filter of who you are right now. This is what's causing you to suffer, because this version of you that you are in this moment would not do what the previous versions of you has done, because this version of you is more advanced, more self-aware, more emotionally intelligent, higher levels of consciousness. So when you're looking at your past, of course you're going to poke holes in it, because look at the version of yourself that you're doing it from. But when you were in that moment, when you were in that situation, operating with the lower levels of awareness and lower levels of emotional intelligence, you made the best decision you could based on the information that was available to you at that time. Can you forgive you? Not this version of you, the outdated versions of you. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Cookie, at the time it seemed right. I made some decisions that I would never make today. But when I was in that time period, it felt right. I made the best decision I could make based upon what I had available to me at that time. Wilder, thank you, beloved. And see, this is why we suffer. This is why we punish ourselves. And this is why you're not supposed to look at your past from a place of emotion. Because when you're looking at your past, you're emotionally charging it. And so when you emotionally charge it, you're reactivating everything you were feeling during that time period. And then you're being super judgmental, because this version of you said, I was so stupid and I should have saw that and I should have this and I should have that. Well, of course, you look at the filter you're looking at it through. You're looking through the wrong filter. You don't have access to the filter anymore that you were operating out of when you made the decisions that you made way back when. So you should never look at your past and emotionally charge it with the version of yourself that you are right now. It's a lose-lose situation, beloved. You can't win that. That part right there, Tracy, come on, Tracy. I know you up on your game right now. I know you up on your game right now. You wouldn't be able to say what you just said if you weren't. See, why would you blame the previous version of you when that version of you was asleep? The awareness wasn't online. The emotional intelligence wasn't online, right? The self-mastery wasn't online. Of course, you made the decisions you made. Look at all the things that weren't online. And the same thing applies to our parents. Our parents didn't have the emotional intelligence and self-awareness and self-mastery. They didn't have all of these tools. Look at the things you have access to right now that your parents didn't have access to. So you just have to shut that door. But therefore, those four people are the people you're going to have to forgive. And the most important one is you. See, we think forgiveness is about other people. It's not. Forgiveness is about you. It ain't got nothing to do with them. Because I don't want to live in, see, the reason why you don't forgive is because your mind is mentally trapped in the experience where your trauma happened. Your mind is mentally trapped in the experience where your pain happened. That's why you stuck. That's why you're suffering. And that's why you think you need to heal. Because your mind is still mentally trapped in that time period where you got hurt or you got betrayed or you got lied to or you got cheated on or you got whatever it is that happened to you. Your mind is still trapped in that time period. And this is why forgiveness is so important. Margot, I see you, beloved. You said, could it be the ego too, beloved? Yeah, it could be. It could be. Tracy, great call out, beloved. Great call out, because it very well could be, because your ego was there for all of it. And so when you're on this journey, to becoming self-aware and emotionally intelligent and all these other things like that, again, your ego does not want to see you become that version of yourself. Your ego doesn't even want to see you step outside of your comfort zone, let alone become the version of yourself where your ego no longer has power. So it will throw out that opposing thought. What about this time you got broken? What about that time when that person abandoned you? What about the person? And this is why when you jump into relationships, this is why we bring outdated versions of ourselves to the relationship, right? Because we're looking at who this person is, and we're looking at them through the filter of the people that hurt us in all of our yesterdays. Most people don't know how to enter a relationship with a fresh mindset. We start looking at people and, ooh, he looked like my ex, and ooh, he reminds me of this, and ooh, he did that, and all of these triggers that start happening because, again, we're still not healed. See, that's the thing we love about awareness, is that awareness gives you present moment freshness. Awareness helps you to understand that no two people are the same. Even if this person looks just like my ex, there's no way that she's my ex. So why would I even apply any of what my ex has done to what this person is? Because this person is not my ex. Different programming, different conditioning, different past, different patterns. Everything's different. So why would I look at this person through that same filter? But when you lack self-awareness, that's exactly what we do. When you lack self-awareness, that's exactly what we do. And sometimes it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You start thinking that, history is going to repeat itself. You start thinking that, some of the same things is going to happen to you. You're looking at yourself through your pace, and you're looking at, I'm not worthy, I'm not enough, I'm not this. And this is when we start to shrink and show up small and all these other things like that. It's crazy, but it's true. Completely different experience. Completely different experience. Completely different experience. Coach, what's up, beloved? Wynette, what's up, beloved? Do me a favor real quick, you guys, and share or repost a live to your stories if you haven't already done so. Again, share or repost a live to your stories if you haven't already done so. Please, let's get the likes up, you guys, so that we can get the medicine out. Let's get the likes up so that we can get the medicine out to the world. You guys ready to talk spirit to spirit? Just let me know if you're ready. You say any tips on stress? Yeah, stress is caused. Stress is the gap between your current reality and your expectation, right? The reason why you experience stress is because there's an expectation that you have on something, whether that's some future outcome, whether that's some relationship situation, whether that's some deadline at work, whether there's something that you need to happen. Stress is never caused by the moment. Stress is caused by our expectation of something that's going to happen in a future moment, and that could be 5 minutes from now, 5 seconds from now, whatever. But my point is that there's you, and then there's the thing, and that space right here is what causes the stress. Because again, there's where you are, and then there's what you expect, and the bigger that space is, the more stress that's going to be there, and so there's a meaning that you're assigning. There's an outcome that you're looking for with respect to this particular thing, and that's what's creating the stress. The thing is neutral. The thing has no power, but the meaning you're assigning to it does. I'll give you a great example of what I'm saying. We've all felt pressure, right? We've all felt pressure before. But pressure is a gift you give yourself. Pressure doesn't come from the other person. It's humanly impossible for someone else to pressure you. Pressure comes from the meaning you assign to what you think they need from you. I'll give you a great example of that. Let's use this book right here, right? Let's just say we're at a library and I buy the book for you. I buy you the book. You're like, okay, coach, I'm gonna go home and read it. And then 2 weeks later, I come by your house. Not because of the book. I just come by to see you. I'm in the neighborhood. I stop by, I see you. The book is sitting on the coffee table. You haven't touched the book. In that moment, you're going to experience pressure. And the reason why you're going to experience pressure is not because of what I'm saying, not because of what I'm doing, but your mind is creating a story about you. Maybe you think I'm upset. Maybe you think I'm gonna be frustrated. Maybe you think, and so in that moment, the pressure is going to come from you. And then you're going to say, I don't have to say it. You're going to say, oh, coach, man, I'm going to get to this book. I'm going to probably start on it tonight, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that, or whatever the case may be. But all of that pressure is coming from you. It's not coming from me. And so it's so important for us to, I'll give you another example. There's been a time when you were on the freeway. I wasn't even there, and I'm going to tell you what happened. There was a time when you were on the freeway and somebody was behind you and they were kind of riding close to you and you felt pressure. Did the pressure come from the person? No, it didn't. The pressure came from the meaning you assigned to what you thought they needed from you. Maybe you thought they needed you to move over. Maybe you thought they needed you to speak. The person ain't said a word to you. I mean, they ain't said a word. Just their presence alone caused the pressure. So, same thing applies to stress. Same thing applies to pressure. You're assigning meaning to something. And when you assign meaning to that thing, it's creating the stress. It's creating the pressure, not the thing, not the person. Nothing outside of you has the power to create what's happening in you internally, right? All of this comes from expectation violation. There's something that you think somebody needs you to do, and that's what's creating the pressure. Does that make sense? Like there might be a deadline that your boss has. Let's just say your boss has a deadline that he needs you to, something he needs you to do. You've been lollygagging, you haven't gotten around to it. As soon as you see your boss, you instantly start feeling pressure. But the boss ain't said a word to you. He ain't said nothing. He's probably not even thinking about the assignment. But in that moment, you're getting ready to assign meaning to what you think he's thinking or what you think he might be feeling. And as a result of that, all of that anxiety, all of that stress, all of that pressure, all of that worry is being generated by you, not by him. He just showed up. This is what I'm saying. So we create all of our, again, everything is internal, beloved. All of your feelings and emotions are inbound only. You don't experience anything from an external perspective. You don't experience other people's love. You only experience your own. You don't experience their happiness. You only experience your own. You don't experience their joy. You only experience your own. You don't experience their anger. You only experience your own. When you're in a relationship, that's really what it's all about. It's the relationship. It's revealing you. It's not completing you. It doesn't have the power to complete you. It can only reveal to you. It's revealing where your awareness doesn't exist, where your emotional intelligence doesn't exist, where your wisdom doesn't exist, where your boundaries doesn't exist. The relationship is revealing you back to you. That's what makes it powerful. It's a spiritual container. Every single relationship is just a spiritual container. We've been programmed and conditioned to call it a relationship. And as a result, you see it differently. But if you look at it as a spiritual container, as an opportunity for me to learn about me, learn how to love, learn how to be consistent, learn how to show up for someone else other than myself, learn how to be loyal, learn how to be committed, learn how to be a high level communicator, learn how to also put someone else's needs, on the same level that I put my own needs. Because if I can do that for them, I can do it for a million people. Catch what I'm saying to you. If I can do it for the one, I can do it for 1 million. So the relationship is really like spiritual boot camp. All relationships is really just spiritual boot camp. You're going to learn more about yourself in the relationship than you would have learned had you never been in the relationship to begin with. That's what makes them powerful. That's where you learn about yourself. You don't learn about yourself by being lonely, because there's nothing reflecting you back to you. Nothing. So you're like, ooh, I'm going to just be lonely. I'm going to just be by myself. I'm not going to be in a relationship anymore. I don't want to be with anyone. That's your pain talking. You don't learn anything about yourself by being alone. You learn things about yourself by being in relationships. And they don't always have to be romantic relationships, but you're always having you reflected back to you in the relationship. That's why you need them. But when you start putting, you got all these labels and titles and all of this programming and conditioning that you're bringing to the relationship, you don't see it for what it is. Can we create, watch this right here. Can we create peace together? Can we create unconditional love together? Can we create happiness together? Can we create joy together? Can we create a business or life or whatever the case may be together, because you're taking two completely different worlds and you're bringing them together. Can we create something powerful together? See, because the only way that the relationship makes sense in God's eyes is if it helps you to become something that you never would have been able to become on your own. I'm more powerful with my partner than I am being single. Makes sense. I experience more joy and happiness with my partner than I do if I'm single. Makes sense. I'm able to accomplish more from a business perspective with my partner than I would be on my own. Makes sense. But it doesn't make sense to God when you're becoming a lesser version of yourself, when you're being disrespected, when you're being abused, when you can't speak your truth. When the person is putting their hands on you or they're being verbally abusive, in that moment, he's looking at it like, wait a minute, beloved, you're becoming less, not more in the situation. It makes no sense to me. But if this person can help you accomplish your purpose, step into your calling, be the wind behind you in those moments where maybe you run out of gas and you're not believing in yourself, right? They can lift you up and pick you up. It makes all the sense in the world. When that person can help you become something that you never would have been able to become had you not been in contact with this person, it makes sense. But not when you're hurting, not when you're suffering, because you can do that by yourself. You don't need help to be in pain. You don't need help to walk on eggshells. You don't need help. So the relationship makes no sense. And you got so many people that keep showing up to relationships where you becoming less in the relationship, not more. Now, I'm not saying you're not going to have a fight here and there. I'm not going to say you guys won't disagree from time to time. But damn, you mean to tell me there's more tears than smiles and I'm still signing up? There's more unhappiness than happiness in the relationship and I'm still signing up? The person has repeatedly shown me that they can't meet me where I need to be met, and I'm still signing up. And then I'm blaming them for everything they couldn't be for me. See, the thing is this. What God is saying is this. Can you create unconditional love by yourself and then add someone to it? Can you create happiness by yourself and then add someone to it? Can you create peace by yourself and then add someone to it? Because if you can't create love, joy, and peace on your own, how will you create it with someone else? If you don't have to figure it out, you haven't figured out how to be your everything, how they gonna figure it out? You've been with you your whole life. They've been with you for the last year. How they gonna figure out what took you a lifetime and you still ain't figured it out? And then we're gonna blame them for what we couldn't even master ourselves. He ain't a good man and he don't show up for me. And no, he's your mirror. He was the mirror to everything that you weren't willing to give yourself. He was the mirror to everything you were never able to be for yourself. He was never the problem. He was your mirror. He was the window into the problem. But because you lack self-awareness, you didn't understand that. You thought he was the problem. No, he was mirroring your wounds back to you. He was mirroring your shadow back to you. He was mirroring where your boundaries didn't exist. He was just your mirror. He was never the problem. He was the solution to the problem. See, in what you were supposed to do, he was your master class. See, what you call a failed relationship, God calls a master class into a deeper understanding of who you are. Truth is knocking at the door. One more time. What you call a master class, God calls a deeper understanding into who you are. And the reason why that's so important is because everything that the failed relationship was showing you was really the things that you needed to work on within yourself. That person was mirroring everything that's broken in you. everything that's missing in you, everything that's not healed in you. They were mirroring what you need to master, what you need to work on. They weren't the problem, they were the mirror to the problem. And it's so important that we understand it. But when we lack self awareness, we don't grow. Why? Because we just gonna say that they're toxic, they're not a good person, they couldn't meet me where I wanted to be met, and then you're gonna jump in a relationship with somebody else, and they're gonna mirror you all over again. And this is why the majority of relationships end the same way. I don't have to know you to know that. The majority of your relationships end the same way, damn near around the same time. Because the relationship is reflecting you back to you. It's a spiritual container. It can only reflect you. It can't complete you. Never had the power to complete you because you're not incomplete. What makes you incomplete is the story that you tell yourself that you're not complete. I'm telling you, your relationship right now is your classroom. Truth is back. Beloved, listen to what I'm saying to you right now. If you are currently in a relationship with somebody right now, it's your classroom. Get out of the Hallmark card thinking. Get out of the walk on the beach thinking. Get out of the pillow talking cupcake thinking. If you are currently in a relationship, it is your classroom. And now I'm not just talking about romantic relationships. Any relationship is your classroom. That person is getting ready to show you what you accept, what you tolerate, what you normalize, where self-respect doesn't exist, where self-love doesn't exist, where your boundaries don't exist. They're getting ready to reflect all of that. But you really see it in romantic relationships more than anything else. Why? And see, your friends, the reason why you can't really trust what your friends are saying is because your friends understand your emotional triggers. They know how to say things in a certain way that you're going to accept it, because most of your friends won't tell you the truth because they're afraid to tell you the truth, because they know what sets you off. They see your wounds, they see your weaknesses, they see your flaws, but they won't say anything to you. This is why your relationship is always going to be more powerful than your friendships, because your friends don't want to hurt your feelings. Your partner, because they love you, is going to tell you what you need to hear. And this is why you're probably closer to your friends oftentimes, or just as close to your friends sometimes as you are to your partner, because your friends tell you everything you need to hear. Your partner shows you everything you need to see. So your friends will reflect your strengths and your partner will reflect your weaknesses. And that's what makes the relationship powerful with respect to your friends and your partner. That doesn't mean that your partner will also reflect your strengths as well, but oftentimes they're going to reflect where you're weak. And that's a beautiful thing, because when you understand it from an awareness perspective, then I understand what I need to work on. Right? That's what I need to work on. Trina, I see you, beloved. So that person that you fell out with, that person, take inventory. Just get a notepad from a place of non-emotion. Get a notepad from a place of non-emotion, and just take notes of everything they showed you. And what you're going to discover is everything that's on that list is what's broken in you. I guarantee it. I don't have to know your name to know that. If you look at the current relationship or the one that you just ended, if you sit down and you are brutally honest with yourself, and you do this from a place of non-emotion, you got your emotions involved, you ain't gonna see it. Do it from a place of non-emotion. Was there disrespect there? Did they cross your boundaries? Did they make you feel small? Did you have to shrink to be around them? Could you not speak your truth? I'm telling you, make a list. And whatever's on that list, and be brutally honest. We ain't got time to be capping. Just be brutally honest. Whatever's on that list is what's broken in you. That's where your work is. Raja, I see you, beloved. I appreciate that. Do me a favor, real quick, you guys, and share or repost the live to your stories if you haven't already done so, please. Pam, I appreciate you, beloved. Yeah, Yvette, I know you something to deal with. Yvette, I know they can't deal with you. Yvette, too sharp, too sharp, too sharp, too sharp. She might need to come with a warning sign. Some of us need to come with warning signs. I'm just going to tell you that now. I tell people all the time, don't give me a hug. You might cut yourself. You just might cut yourself. Don't touch any area up here because you might get cut, and I don't want to get a lawsuit. You just might get cut. Letitia, I know they can't touch you. I put down gloves. As soon as I meet Letitia, I put gloves on. I'm telling you, I put gloves on, Letitia. I'm telling you, I'm going to have gloves with a raincoat on. Come here, give me a hug. But I got to put that raincoat on first. I need that protection. And she put it at work. Letitia, red. I'm telling you. Yeah, give me a hug. Let me put the raincoat on. Let me put the gloves on. I need one of them beanies on because y'all know I ain't got nothing protecting my little peanut head. Yeah, she a taser. Prayer B, what's up, beloved? All right, let me dive in. Let me dive in. Yeah, y'all know I ain't got no protecting my little peanut head just all in the way. Iris, I'm telling you, Iris, they touch you, they might get electrocuted. You know them fences they say, don't touch the fence. You be like, ooh, I ain't touching that fence. Some of y'all like that fence. Y'all know them fences that got, ooh, this fence is electrically charged. Like, don't touch this fence. Now, you touch this fence, you're gonna be in trouble. Some of y'all like that fence. You walk up to you like, ooh, don't touch that fence. The fence might not have no electricity running through it. Just that sign alone will make you pause. Some of y'all like that. That's what we need to get. We need to get some T-shirts that say that. Electrical, if you don't want to get electrocuted, don't reach over here. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You don't want to get shocked. I'm like a walking stun gun. If you don't want to get shocked, just don't do it. Don't say you didn't hear me with the shirt. Don't say you didn't see the shirt. Whatever you do, don't say you didn't see the shirt. You saw the shirt. I know you saw it. Ooh, Rich. I like that, Rich. I like that, Rich. I like that, Rich. That's the one right there, Rich. Rich, that's the one. That's the one, Rich. Warning, you will get shocked. And see, I like the you will get shocked because it can mean a multitude of different things. You will get shocked if you touch me, but you're going to get shocked if we had this conversation too because you ain't ready for this conversation. Rich, I like that. You might get shocked if you touch me, but you also gonna get shocked by this conversation. The conversation is gonna shock you way more than when you touch me. You didn't think, you weren't ready for what was getting ready to come out of my mouth. You weren't ready for that. That's what I love. See, so many of you guys have become that version of you, where your packaging doesn't match your awareness. That's what makes you dangerous. Your packaging doesn't match your awareness and emotional intelligence and self-mastery. So when people are looking at you, they might just get caught up on the packaging. They have no idea that you're getting ready to take them to the bottom of the ocean, down there where the killer whales is at. I ain't talking about the part where the dolphins hang out at. I'm talking about where the killer whales go down there and kick it. The packaging is so pretty. The packaging is so handsome, right? The packaging is, they don't see it. And one thing I know about people is they don't see you as you are. They see you as they are. So they're going to judge you quickly and just kind of, brush you off. I know that's exactly what they're going to do. They're not ready for it. They're not ready for that. Like, damn, I done walked into a TED Talk. We sitting here at Starbucks. We done turned the whole Starbucks into a TED Talk. Remember, the whole Starbucks, Queen Ella was just talking about that. I want to say she said she was at the airport, or she was somewhere, and turned that on the airplane or something, turned that whole situation into a TED talk. Yeah, so it's not. They ain't ready for you, Red. I know they ain't ready for you. Your packaging don't match your mindset, and I mean that in the most beautiful way. They don't. They don't. So a person gonna walk up and instantly underestimate you. They're gonna underestimate you, and that's when they're gonna get pulled out in that. You know. Yeah, they ain't gonna. They ain't ready for it. I know that firsthand. Um. All right. Let me dive into this piece real quick. Let me dive into this piece. Days, you 6'2"? Days, you ain't no 6'2". Days, I know you lying. You 6'2", Days? Days 6'2", y'all? Oh, snap. Oh, Days, we got to go do something. We got to go do something. Days said, I'm 6'2", coach. Oh, that's super dope. I ain't know that. Well, when I watch her video, she always sitting down in the car, so I can't. Damn, Days. Damn, did y'all know that? Man, Days 6'2". Oh yeah, we finna go. Oh man, that's crazy. I had no idea. I had no idea. Nephew, you 5'2"? Okay. Lynetta, how tall are you? Nephew says she 5'2". Red, how tall are you? Cause let me see so I know who I can run up on. Some of y'all might not be able to run up on. That's crazy. Nigga says she 5'2", Red, you 5'4". Okay, okay. Oh, Sandy, you 5 feet? Okay. Real one, you 5'7". Let me see. Let me see. Margo, you 5'9". Okay, Marcus said, wait a minute, come top 5'9" now. Quanta, you 5'9". Quanta look like I see Quanta's videos. Quanta, yeah. Kev, you 6 feet? 6'5"? Ooh, man, we got some giants up in this thing. I'm 6'2". Yeah, I'm 6'2". So me and Days. T-Benz, you 6 feet? Nitro, you 6'4"? Damn, Nitro, what you been? Where the hell you been? B57, you 6'2"? Okay, you right there with me. Who said they 6'9"? Queen, you ain't no 6'9". Joseph, you 5'8"? Okay, we right there. Yeah, we can ride in the Ferrari together. Let me see. Yeah, some of y'all, I'm gonna have to go to y'all. 5'11". Okay, yeah, you right there. You right there. Ooh, y'all, some of y'all, some of y'all, we can go to the NBA right now. I'm talking about. Who said they 6'8"? Who was that just said they 6'8"? I'm telling y'all, we gonna start a basketball league. We starting a basketball. It is. Queen, you 5'6"? Okay, yeah, Queen, okay, Queen, you got some 5'6" in you. I can see that. I can see that in Queen. I can see that. Some of y'all shocked me with y'all height though. Brandon said I'm 7'4" in spirit. You ain't lying, Brandon. You ain't lying, Brandon. Cake lady, 6'1". Okay. It's kind of good. It's kind of, let me see. 5'7", Heavenly, you 5'7". Okay, Heavenly, you can run the point for us. Yeah, we okay. Heavenly gonna run the point at 5'7". Okay. I was about to say, dang. Pam, you 5'6". Okay. Yeah, I can see 5'6" on you. Let me see how much. Let me see how much. Tara says 6'9". I know what you talking about. Red said. Tara 5'5", yeah, I can see 5'5" on Tara. Our Tara, she little. I can see 5'5" on Tara. I can see that all day long. 5'9", okay, you ain't playing. Dave said, I'm 6'2". What you talking about, coach? I'm playing power forward for the team. Cause you 5'8"? Yeah, I can see 5'8" on Kazai. I can see 5'8" on her. I can see 5'8" on her. I can. She said, Coach, I'm playing power forward. I'm telling you now, we're gonna win every game. All right, let me cover this piece. Let me cover this piece right here real quick. 7 foot in spirit, Ella. I know that's right, beloved. I know that's right. All right, let me get serious real fast. Let me get serious real quick, you guys, so we could put a bow on this thing. Let me ask you guys a question. Why do you think people suffer? Why do you think people suffer? Let me see what their awareness is. Nephew said meanings. I love it. Expectations. Both of you guys are right. Attachments. All right. Mindset. Right. I love the chat. I love the chat. Expectations. Right. Lack of ooh, B57. You came with a left hook. Wasn't ready for the left hook. You caught me off guard on that. Detachment. Lack of self-awareness. Come on, Lynetta. Come on, Reese's Pieces. Queen Ella said ego. Ooh, she wasn't playing with she right. She ain't lying. She definitely right. But Candace said attachment. She ain't lying either. All of you guys are right. Right. And that's the beautiful thing about it is because you're all like, I could literally take any one of those lack of knowledge. I love that. You're all right. You're all 100% right because all of those things create suffering. But let me tell you, let's take the elevator. We in awareness, we call this getting in through your door. Right? In awareness, we call this getting in through your door. And so what you guys will notice is the way that I coach you guys, it's layered, right? I'll give you something and we'll ride that something for a month and then we'll go up another level and then I'll give you something, we'll ride that and then we go up another level. If you guys notice, we used to talk about attachments a lot in the beginning and detachment and programming and conditioning and introjected beliefs. And I'm getting in through your door, but I'm also getting you familiar with the foundational aspects of awareness, expectations we used to talk about a lot, right? These are things that we talk about a lot that we really don't talk about as much. 7 pillars, come on, Sefe, that's OG talk right there. Sefe is day one. And so I love that. But so let's take the elevator up just another floor. Let's talk spirit to spirit now. Miss Tia, what's up, beloved? Bella, I love you too, beloved. Let's talk spirit to spirit. All of your suffering is coming because you're carrying pain and not love. That's it. That's it. All of the things that you guys mentioned in the chat, which was wonderful, all point to this. All of your suffering is coming because you're carrying pain and not love. And what's holding you back is the fact that you are mentally stuck in that time period where that thing happened to you, where something hurt you. Your suffering is coming because you're carrying fear and not love. Your suffering is coming because you're carrying unhealed versions of yourself and not love. This is why you suffer. When we don't forgive, we don't punish the other person. We only punish ourselves because we're the ones continuing to mentally and emotionally relive the experience over and over again, which is producing all of the negative feelings in you. Your purpose in life is to take what God has delivered you from and turn around and help other people get through it. If you want to know your purpose, here it is. It's universal. This is getting in through your door. I had to get in through your door. That's our purpose. You don't have to go look for it. You're carrying it. One more time, your purpose in life is to take what God has delivered you from and turn around and help other people get through it. As chosen ones, that's why we're here. God wants you to take the worst thing that ever happened to you, the grief, the pain, the heartbreak, and through your memories that no longer are emotionally charged because you've gained wisdom from the situation, turn around and help other people see their way through it. That's your purpose. Purpose is not some destination, beloved. Your purpose is all of the experiences that you've already moved through, all of the experiences that you're on the other side of. But let me tell you what's going to make you powerful now. See, now you've got this medicine bag with the failures and the heartbreak and the suffering and the abandonment and the pain and the trauma and everything you've experienced. That's your medicine bag. That's your purpose. That's what you came here to heal. That's what makes you unique. That's what makes you special. That's what makes you different than everyone else. But the difference is I've got the awareness now. I've got self-mastery now. I've got emotional intelligence now. I'm operating from a different level of consciousness. I don't emotionally charge my past anymore. So I understand that I only gain wisdom from it. I don't suffer anymore because of it. Now, as I'm moving through the world, there are going to be people that are an energetic match to my past. What does that mean? That means that we carry similar psychological wounds. We don't have the same experiences, but I've overcome experiences that this person is just now getting ready to go through. It may be a divorce, it may be heartbreak, it may be suffering, it may be pain, but I have the awareness, the emotional intelligence, the consciousness to help that person get to the other side of what they're going through. And this is why I tell you guys, the generational wealth, that is your generational wealth. That right there can move. I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right now in this moment. I am the display of everything that I'm talking to you guys about right now in this moment. I'm helping you to overcome things that I struggled with, that I dealt with, that I'm on the other side of now. I'm doing it right now, full display. Every day when I show up, and if you notice my past, and you don't hear about, oh, I'm still stressing about my past and I'm still dealing with the trauma. No, I'm on the other side of it. So what makes you powerful? See, what God needed you to do, he needed you to first go through the experiences. And once you went through the experiences, he was going to put that person in your path that was going to help you get to the other side of awareness and the other side of emotional intelligence and the other side of self-mastery and consciousness, because now those things become powerful because they're your medicine bag. See, the therapist doesn't have that. The therapist is only coaching from what someone programmed into them. They're not coaching you and teaching you based upon what you've gone through. They're coaching you and teaching you from a blueprint model from they learned from some university. So they're really not connecting with you. When you meet that person that went through a bad divorce like you went through, you're going to resonate with that person. When you meet the person that was abused as a child, you're going to connect with that person. Why? Because you went through that. You will only meet people that have gone through similar experiences than the one that you've gone through. So when you're talking to your therapist may not have ever experienced anything like you've experienced. This was why you guys don't connect. So it's just me sharing information with you. And that doesn't make the therapist a bad person. But they're not connecting with you on a spiritual level. They're connecting with you from let me share some information with you to maybe get you past whatever it is you're struggling with. See, when you're dealing with somebody from awareness, I meet you guys at the bottom of who you are. I don't meet you at the top of who you are. I go way down to the bottom. Right? So that's what I'm saying to you. So when you because we're going to connect on a deeper level. That's what I'm saying. And so, when you understand that everything in your past that you have already overcome is your medicine. But now God needed you to go through it first. Because everything you've experienced is what your spirit came to this planet to heal. That's why you're getting the awareness last, the emotional intelligence last, the self-mastery and the consciousness last. You're getting these things last. You went through the experiences first. Now you're going to get these things last. Why? Because now you're a master. Now that person that's going through whatever it is you went through, you're going to be able to sit and have an intelligent conversation with them and tell them this is exactly how you're going to get past that. The same way you did it. You are the blueprint. You are the map. But it will only be people that have similar experiences to the experience that you have. And that's why you'll be able to go so deep emotionally. See, when I talk to you guys, I'm talking emotion, spirit to spirit. That's the difference. That part right there, Queen Ella, that part right there, beloved. So one more time, your purpose in life is to take everything that God has delivered you from and turn around and help other people get through it. That's your purpose. Does that mean that you won't have other purposes in life? No, of course you'll have other purposes in life. But this is your foundational purpose. This is the thing that no one will ever be able to take away from you. And this is what's going to be the thing that makes you so powerful. See, the only reason why you still suffer from all of your previous experiences is because your emotions are still charged when you think about your past. And that's why you got to continue with the awareness and the self-mastery, because again, when I think about my past, my emotions are no longer charged. So I just gain strength, I gain wisdom from those experiences, and I coach from that. I coach from that now. That part right there, Lamika, that part right there. And I'm telling you, and you're going to meet these people everywhere, especially when you're shooting content or you online, or it may be at a gas station. People are going to be drawn to you once you get on the other side of it. People are just going to be drawn. Right? Because people will say, oh, I feel that. I connect that. Like they hear me, they see me. Of course you do, because you guys have similar psychological wounds. But the difference is that you have the tools now to know how to deal with it. Some of you guys are I mean, you got your past, which is again that thing that's going to give you generational wealth. But also, and when you look at your past through that filter, it changes everything. And when I say generational wealth, I'm not just talking about going out and being able to, buy a bunch of cars and buy a bunch of houses and do different things like that. When I'm talking about generational wealth, what I'm really talking about is you have the ability to put fires out everywhere you see them, right? You see a kid that has no food, or a single mother that's struggling, or a school that you want to build, or some country, some country that's struggling. They don't have fresh water, or they don't have this or that. There's things that you want to do in the world that you may not have the resources to be able to do those things. And so when you are a chosen one, you're going to be in a position to do all of that stuff. Like you'll be able to literally put fires out anywhere you see them. You might see a neighborhood of kids in these neighborhoods playing that don't have bikes. You like, this Christmas, I'm buying everybody bikes in the neighborhood. That's just something you're going to be able to do. Right? That's what it's all about. Everybody got that? Uh-oh. That part right there, Red, that part right there, because that's what really makes you him on earth. When you are literally walking around and healing people through your story because you put in the work, you see things wrong and you fix them. That's what he does. He sees something wrong, he gonna fix it. And that's why I'm saying, in that moment, you are fully in alignment with him. So right now, you're just putting in the work. Let me say something real quick. I'm gonna have to turn the temperature up real quick. I apologize in advance. That part right there, Yvette, as chosen ones, that's what we are here to do. We're here to put out the fires. Period. We are here to put out the fires. Bottom line. Um, Let me say this to you real quick. The devil doesn't care about who you are. He cares about who you are becoming. He don't give a damn about who you are. What he's worried about is who you are becoming. Because if you tolerate disrespect, he's not worried about you. If you don't speak your truth, he's not worried about you. If you waste time and procrastinate, he's not worried about you. The devil cares about people who are assets to God. He's not worried about people who are a liability to themselves. If you're a liability to yourself, he's not worried about you. If you tolerate disrespect, he's not worried about you. If you show up small in your life, he's not worried about you. If you're terrified to speak your truth because you might lose some person, he's not worried about you, because he's saying you hurting yourself far more than I would ever hurt you. You already hurting yourself. I don't need to even get involved in your life. You doing the damage to yourself. You sitting here showing up small. You hurting yourself. You shrinking in the relationship. You hurting yourself. You won't speak your truth. You hurting yourself. You looking for love outside of yourself. You hurting yourself. You won't put in the work to become self-aware and emotionally intelligent and the master of yourself. You hurting yourself. He said you hurting yourself. You don't need my assistance. You doing a fine job of hurting yourself. So one more time, if you're not an asset in your own life, then you're not a threat to the devil. Everything that you have been through in your past is just a weapon to strengthen you for your future. Everything in your past is your weapons, beloved, because it's everything that you've already overcome. That's your weapons. That's not the thing that you look at to hurt yourself with and to criticize yourself and I'm not enough. No, those are the things that you've overcome. That's what makes you strong. That's what makes you powerful. Only when you shift your energy and your mindset to helping other people get through what you've already gone through, what you've already overcome. So if you keep carrying the same bricks from your past, you'll end up building the same house all over again, but just in a different location. The person you are becoming will require you to disappoint the person you've been. I said the person you are becoming will require you to disappoint the person you've been. The person you're becoming will require you to leave behind parts of who you once were. Because every season of becoming requires a season of letting go. When you enter into a new chapter of your life, you're not supposed to take your past failures and mistakes with you. If you're on a journey to becoming who God created you to be, you have to be willing to lose people. If you're on that journey to changing your life completely, you have to be fully invested. Some of you guys aren't fully invested. Some of you guys aren't fully invested. I don't know if you're looking for more evidence or what you might be waiting on, but some of you guys aren't fully invested. I keep telling you guys this all the time. You know, when it comes to self-awareness, it's a lifestyle. It's not something that you do occasionally. You don't pick it up every now and then. This is a lifestyle. This is self-awareness is my dominating thought. Emotional intelligence is my dominating thought. Self-mastery and consciousness are the dominating thoughts in my mind. I don't do it occasionally. I don't do it when I feel like it. No, it's a lifestyle. That light switch is always on. There's always somebody home. And for some of you guys, you're doing it like some college course where you pick it up sometimes, you set it down. You pick it up sometimes, you set it down. It doesn't work that way. You never become powerful like that. See, because at some point, you're going to have to be willing to cross the bridge and then burn it. You have to be willing to cross the bridge from the version of yourself that you are now, and then get to the other side of the version of yourself that God wants you to be. And then I need to burn the bridge. And the reason why I need to burn the bridge is because I don't need to go back to being who I used to be. I have no desire to go back to being who I used to be. So I'm burning the bridge. I'm burning it. I don't need it anymore. Because you don't need a path back to who you used to be. Just in case it don't work out, I can always go back to being who I used to be. That's the worst mindset in the world. Don't ever approach anything with that mindset. Or if this relationship don't work out, I can always, don't ever do that. If this business don't work out, I can always go back and get another job. Don't ever approach anything with that mindset. Whatever you're going after, my plan B is to follow plan A. There ain't no plan Bs when it comes to awareness. See, because the truth is who you were no longer serves you. Who you were was built by all of your pain, neglect, and abandonment. Who you used to be, who you were was built out of what happened to you. Who you are becoming is built by strength, power, discipline, determination, emotional intelligence, and self-awareness. Who you were was just the soil that who you are becoming was planted in. I need you to catch what I'm saying to you right now. Kaya, what's up, beloved? I need you to catch what I'm saying to you right now. I need you to catch what I'm saying to you right now. I'm begging you to catch this part. Who you were was just the soil that who you are becoming was planted in. Your pain was the soil you were planted in. The people who hurt you was the soil you were planted in. Your suffering and your trauma was just the soil that who you are becoming is supposed to rise out of. And if you really want a different life, you have to be willing to leave the old life behind you. And that might cost you some people because everybody can't go where you're going. Again, most of the people that are in your life right now are attracted to a version of yourself that you've already outgrown. So it's not that you think you're better than them. It has nothing to do with better or worse. You're just evolving, and when they came into your life, they came into your life because of a version of yourself that you used to be that you no longer are. So they're an energetic match for the old you. They're not an energetic match for the new you. And that's what will cause the relationship to fall apart. Not because you think you're better, not because someone did something wrong, but they're no longer an energetic match for who you are. Right? Let me say this to you. Stop blaming other people for what you are doing to yourself. Nobody can drain you without your permission. I hear people all the time, oh my God, coach, he wasted my time. He ruined my life. He threw me off my path. Here's the $1 billion question. How did this man get your time? How did he get your time? How did he gain access to your attention? No one can gain access to the innermost workings of you without your permission. No one can gain access to the most intimate parts of you without your permission. You have to grant people access to you We grant people access to us. And when we grant people access to us, our fear of being alone will cause us to settle for things that we shouldn't settle for. It'll cause us to settle for less than we deserve. Because the pain of being alone is greater than the pain of settling for less. And so if you're that type of person where you don't like being alone, because when you're alone, you got to deal with your pain. You got to deal with your trauma. You got to deal with your shadow. You have to deal with all of the things that we run from and we avoid. We don't want to deal with that. And so I'm left with two choices here. There's the choice to going back to being alone and dealing with that pain, or there's the pain of settling for less than I deserve. And for most people, the pain of settling for less than you deserve is less than the pain you experience in being alone. And that's why we stay in situations and accept less than we deserve. Because there's two pains you're going to deal with: the pain of settling for less, or the pain from being alone. And for most people, they don't want to be alone. If I'm going to deal with some pain, at least I got somebody to deal with it with. See, you have to grant people access to you, and then your fear of being alone cause you to tolerate things that you shouldn't have. That's the real problem. You didn't love yourself enough to walk away from a situation that was clearly giving you less than you deserve. That's the real problem. Some of you guys are playing mental games that carry spiritual consequences that you don't fully understand. There are spiritual consequences when you stay in a toxic relationship that you don't fully understand, beloved. And I'm going to say this to you guys, and I'm going to step my mic down on this. The moment that respect has been lost, it's over. If there's anything that can keep that relationship going, it's respect. But the moment that respect has been lost, everything has been lost. And let me tell you why. Because love and respect are opposite ends of the same stick. In order to get to love, you've got to drive down respect's street. See, what made you love the person to begin with is there were certain things about that person that you respected. You respected the way they treated you. You respected the way the person talked to you. You respected the way they communicated with you. There was respect that was there. That's how you got to love. You got to love through respect. So love and respect are opposite ends of the same stick, which means what? When respect is missing, genuine love is missing. So I can tell you I love you, but I'm still not respecting you. That's manipulation. I can tell you I love you, but I don't respect you. That's me loving what you bring to the table, not you. I can tell you I love you, but I'm disrespecting you. That's me loving the value that you add to my life. Has nothing to do with you. See, sometimes a person can love you, and then sometimes a person can love their need of you. And if you are not self aware, you won't be able to know the difference between the two. See, what the self aware person is going to do is this: the self aware person is going to say, well, you're telling me that you love me, but you're not respecting me. Those two things don't match. And so that's why you have to understand, if you are being disrespected in the relationship, genuine love isn't there. If love and respect are opposite ends of the same stick, you can't get one without the other. If respect walks out, love left with it. What comes next? Manipulation. What comes next is I love how I benefit from you. What comes next is I love what you bring to my life. What comes next is I love what you bring to the table. And I'll tell you what you need to hear. But how I really feel about you is going to show up in my behavior. See, the number one indicator with respect to how a person treats you or how they really feel about you can only be seen in how they treat you. $1 billion question deserves $1 billion answer. How are you being treated? I didn't ask you how much you like the person. I didn't ask you how long have you been together. I didn't ask you how much potential do they have. What I'm asking you is very simple. How are you being treated? How do you feel when you are in the presence of this particular person? Do you feel inspired? Do you feel motivated? Do you feel validated? Do you feel seen? Do you feel heard? Do you feel appreciated? Is your presence honored? Is your voice honored? Do you have to ask them things 2 or 3 times to get them to do something for you? See, these are the questions that you need to be asking yourself, because genuine love removes questions. When real love is online, there are no questions. When real love is online, there's clarity. When real love is online, there's peace. When real love is online, there's appreciation and value. When people are pretending to love you, there's fights, there's arguments, there's manipulation, there's disrespect, there's verbal abuse. All of that is pretending. The person is performing because somehow, some way, you add some level of value to that person's life, and they need that value that you are bringing to the moment. And once they extract all of the value that they need from you, the person is going to take off. But right now, they're not in the position to do it. And that's why they'll tell you what they need to tell you to get you to continue to bring the value to the moment. But your intuition is going off like a 5-alarm fire. Your emotions are going off like a 5-alarm fire. You don't like who you become in their presence. You don't like how they talk to you. You don't like how they treat you. You don't like the fact that sometimes when the person leaves, you got to get on the phone and you're trying to call the person and they won't pick up the phone. They won't answer, and the secrets in the relationship and all of these things like that. That's because genuine love isn't there. And when genuine love isn't there, respect walks out the door. The moment that you are being disrespected, love has already left the building. And when love walks out, pain shows up. So all those tears, all of that confusion, all of you not knowing where you stand in the mind of that person, all of that's coming because genuine love is not there. When genuine love is there, clarity is there. When clarity is there, peace is there. When peace is there, happiness is there. It's a combination. I can love you, or I can love my need of you. I can love you, or I can only love what you bring to the table. I can love you, or I can love the value that you add to my life. But the self-aware person, and here's the thing. Sometimes you'll be in a situation where a person wants to leave you before you're ready to leave, or before you're ready for them to leave. They want to leave for the relationship. And then you beg this person to stay. And they stay. Here's what I need you to understand. The person is not staying because they love you. Because if they genuinely loved you, they would have never wanted to leave to begin with. So if you beg this person to stay and they stay, understand they're not staying because they love you. One more time, because if they loved you, they would have never wanted to leave you to begin with. They're only staying because they feel sorry for you. And in that moment, you're getting ready to lose yourself. And let me tell you why. Because you're getting ready to make that relationship all about them. What they need. You're going to walk on eggshells. You're going to show up small. You're not going to want to speak your truth. You're not going to want to do anything to rock the boat because you ain't going to want to lose that person. And in that mind, that person knows that you need them more than they need you. And they're going to move different. They're going to talk to you different. They're going to act different because they know you won't dare question them because you've already lost yourself, beloved. If you beg someone to stay with you when they are ready to leave and they stay, they are not staying out of love. They are staying because they feel sorry for you. This is when you got, beloved, this is why self-awareness is so important, you guys. It's so important. You know, it's okay for me to be in pain for a little while if I've got to let someone go. But I would rather be in pain for a month than be in pain for a lifetime, keeping someone in my life that genuinely doesn't want to be there. You have to love yourself enough to get to that place where you understand that if a person doesn't want to be with you, where'd your self-love go? Where'd the self-respect go? Where'd your self-worth go? All those affirmations that you repeat in the mirror, where'd that version of you go? See, this is what I'm saying. Because what that's saying is that this relationship means more to you than you mean to you. It's already over with. It's already over. All right, I'm going to set my mic down right there. Yeah, you have to love yourself enough to walk away from what has already walked away from you. Bottom line. Tracy, I see you, beloved. Do me a favor real quick. If you are not currently signed up for our free thought of the day, do me a favor and type no in the comments, please. If you are not currently signed up for our free thought of the day, please type no in the comments, please. Earth Nagal, I see you. I appreciate that, Candace. Thank you, beloved. Let me see how many no's, how many no's, how many no's, how many no's. How many no's? Anderson, I see you. Jude, I see you. Stephanie, I see you. Ro, I see you. Crystal, I see you. Okay, real quick. The free thought of the day is designed for you to wake up inspired every single day. Again, double down on the free part because you can't be free anywhere in the world, but it's designed for you to wake up inspired every day. It's designed for you to wake up with purpose. You know, the Mindset Masters is who we are if you don't already know. We are on a mission in life to spread self-awareness, self-mastery, and emotional intelligence all over the world. That is our mission. Also, the free thought of the day is designed to help you to unlock your inner greatness, right? It's just to help you to unlock your inner greatness. and give you something to wake up every single day and be absolutely motivated and inspired about. Why? Because the world is pulling from you and making withdrawals from you, and we want to be that thing that is consistently making deposits into you. So copy and paste that link that Coach Tara has pinned to the grid, and then that link will take you to copy and paste that link that Coach Tara has pinned to the grid, and it'll take you to get signed up for our free thought of the day, and you're going to absolutely love it. Again, copy and paste that. Lily, I see you, beloved. Copy and paste that link. It'll take you to get signed up for our free thought of the day. Do it now, do it now, do it now. Absolutely, Rob. Absolutely. Yeah, so you guys are going to absolutely love the free thought of the day. You're going to love it. 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 Stephanie, I see you. Yeah, it's going to come to you in email format, Stephanie. It's going to come to you. The free thought of the day is going to come to you in email format. We were doing it in text, but the text is so small. It's just not enough medicine in the text. Not enough medicine in the text. So boom. Yeah, it'll come to you in email format, beloved. Do a live on comparison. I love that. I want to see it when you do. I want to see it when you do, Lynetta. Type note in the comments if you are not currently signed up for our exclusive community. Thank you, beloved. Love you too, beloved. Thank you for that. Ms. Cynthia, thank you for that. Yeah, type no. If you're not currently signed up for our Mindset Masters community, come and join the family. You're tripping. If you are not currently signed up for our free, not our free, but for our Mindset Masters community, type no in the comments and come and join the family. This is every day for us. This is breakfast for us. We ain't doing nothing special right now. I'm just gonna tell you that now. That part right there, Roger, best community. This is breakfast for us. This is every day for us. This is every day for us. We do this every day, all throughout the day. Somebody is always going inside the community. Always, 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 always. No, I understand. I understand. I could appreciate that you having to step away for a second. For anyone that, again, if you don't know who I am, welcome all first and last time listeners. My name is Jordan Williams. I am a certified life coach. I specialize in self-awareness and self-mastery. I specialize in helping my students and clients become the most powerful versions of themselves. My purpose in life has helped you to discover your purpose. But I have a new purpose as well. Part of my new purpose is helping so many of my students become coaches as well. It wasn't something that I thought about. It wasn't something that I tried to do. It wasn't something that I applied any effort toward whatsoever. But, so many of my students, and a lot of them are on this live stream as we speak right now, so many of my students have become so powerful that they're coaches as well right now. And I'm so ridiculously proud of them. I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of them. And so that's a beautiful thing as well. I'm also the best-selling author of this book, The Secret of Awareness, How Powerful Are You Ready to Be? This book is a bestseller. It's a game changer. It is available on It's available on Barnes & Noble right now as we speak. Just type in Jordan Williams, Secret of Awareness, How Powerful Are You Ready to Be? You'll find the book there, or you can go to my link in bio and you can get the book there if you want. How powerful are you ready to be? How powerful are you ready to be? Or are you only interested in settling for who you almost could have become? Are you only interested in settling for who you almost could have become? You know, what's crazy is that there's a potential in you that you haven't reached yet. I'm nowhere near my potential, you know, and so every single day I'm excited to unlock a different version of me, a version of me that I don't currently have access to right now, which means that once today is over with, I'm fully divorced from today. Once today is over with, it's a wrap. I won't think about it. I won't focus on it. I won't pay attention to what I didn't get, what I didn't receive, who took what. No, I'm focused on what tomorrow's bringing me, not what yesterday has taken away from me. And you've got to get in that mindset, beloved. That's why our community is so important, because we're like that F-16 fighter jet. That F-16 fighter jet has coldest mentality on the planet. I'm going forward, and the future is coming at me so fast. I don't have time to look behind me. The future is coming at me so fast, I don't have time to focus on who I used to be. The future is coming at me so fast, I don't have time to look in the rearview mirror. And you got to get into that fighter jet mentality. Man, the future is coming at you so fast. This moment is coming at you so fast. And when this moment finishes, another moment is coming. And when that moment finishes, another moment is coming. You ain't got time to focus on the last moment. How we got time to sit here and focus on the last moment? What are we thinking about the last moment for? Okay, whatever the last moment took from you, charge it to this one. Whatever that relationship took from you, charge it to the next one. Whatever life has taken from you, charge it to your tomorrow, but don't stay stuck in your yesterday. That's all I'm saying. You may get out of yesterday, because yesterday has already gotten out of you. Yesterday doesn't want to have anything to do with you. You all caught up on what happened in your yesterdays. That's where your suffering is coming from. You don't suffer from what's happening today. You suffer from what you project onto today. That's why you suffer. Your ego is doing work on you. It has you focusing on the future, psychological time, focused on the past, psychological time, when there is no future or no past. You can't get in your car and drive to the future right now. You can't get in your car and drive to the past. And the reason why you can't, because these things don't exist. They only exist in your mind, beloved. You got to master your mind, or your mind is going to master you. You have to master the situation, or you will be mastered by it. You got to master your relationships and everything that's going on inside of these things. And I need to dominate what's happening around me. I don't need to dominate your life, but I damn sure need to dominate mine. How the hell I'm going to show up small in my own life? How the hell I'm going to not speak my truth in my own way? Making that make sense to me. Make it make sense to me. Now, I can understand if you sit with God and you quiet. I can understand you sitting with God and you humble. I can understand you sit in front of him and you turn down the volume on your voice. That makes all the sense in the world. To a regular person, you shrinking in front of a regular person. You showing up small in front of a regular person. Regular person put on their clothes just like you. Brush their teeth just like you. Dealing with depression and anxiety and fear just like you. You didn't make this person special. Special lives in your mind, beloved. Special don't live in the word. Special lives in the story that you tell yourself about the person that you attach to. That's where special lives. Ain't special don't live outside of you, and potential doesn't live outside of you. You don't have the power to see other people's potential. You only see your own potential that you project onto them, because you think about everything you would be doing if you was that person. You think about all the moves you would be making if you were that person, and then you project it onto them, and then you think you're seeing their potential, but you're only seeing your own. You don't see people's potential the same way you don't see their thoughts. Same way you don't see the size of their heart. Same way you don't see how kind they are. These things are invisible to you. See, here's what I need you to understand. Here's what I need you to understand. When you look at a person, you're only seeing 30% of what that person is. That's all you see. You see their physical body. You might see their behaviors. You might see their patterns. That's all you see. But what makes that person who they are, you are completely blind to. You don't see the size of their heart. You don't see how deeply they love. You don't see how courageous they are. You can't see their soul. You can't see their spirit. You can't see their consciousness. You can't see their awareness. That's who they are. So the real them, you can't see. You are totally blind to every person you see. Totally blind. And then we got the audacity to think we know people. What do you know? They little funky little patterns, they little behaviors, they little attitude, the mask that they wear so that they can impress you and rock you to sleep and make you think they special. That's all you seeing. Focus on yourself and attract people to you. Become so powerful that people can't walk away from you. Become so powerful that all people can take is notes from you. Become so powerful that all they can take is advice from you and instruction from you. I don't take anything from people. People take instruction from me. Become so powerful that people can't afford to walk away from you. That's the mission, and that's 100% in your control. But the moment you step outside and make somebody special and put them on some pedestal, you lose all your power. The moment you start focusing on things that you can't control, you lose all your power. The moment that you think you can't be happy on your own, you lose power. Some of you guys are leaking power by the second. You're leaking power. You are leaking power. The moment that you convince yourself that you can't make it on your own without this person, you leak power. The moment that you think that the love you feel is coming from that person, you're leaking power, because that's where your attachment is going to come from. Your attachment has you convinced that the love you feel comes from them. Your feelings and emotions are inbound only, beloved. All of the trust is in you. All of the happiness is in you. All of the love is in you. People help you unlock it, but they don't bring you nothing. Ain't the person in the world walked up to you with a bag full of love and handed it to you, and you screwed off the top of your head and poured it inside. You ain't never done that. Why? Because the love was in you the whole time. And the person in the world that walked up with a bag full of happiness and handed it to you, and you screwed off the top of your head and poured it inside. It ain't never happened before. Why? Because everything is already internal. People only help you to unlock more of what you already are, but they cannot add anything to you. And the day that you fully understand that, you'll stop chasing after people. You stop chasing after validation. You stop making somebody your everything, because you are your everything. The love of your life is the fully healed version of you. The most powerful person on the planet is the most disciplined version of you. Get to the other side of greatness. Get off the side of fear. Get off the side of your anxiety. Get off the side of depression. Get off the side of who you used to be and step into the greatness that God is calling you to be. What are we doing here? How powerful are you ready to be? That's the only thing that matters. Because I'm going to help you become powerful. I don't do no playing. I'm going to help you become powerful. Are you ready though? So the Mindset Masters community, I'm going to just tell you this real quick, and then we're going to get out of here. The Mindset Masters community comes with 2 life coaches, 1 executive coach. I'm the coach. I'm the coach. And I want that coaching to be concentrated, right? So, it's going to come with 2 life coaches, 1 executive coach. It's going to come with access to all of our live streams, like the one you're watching right now, right? So you'll be able to pause, you'll be able to rewind, you'll be able to take notes. You're going to need Post-its, you're going to need stickies, you're going to need new pens, you're going to need new notepads, you're going to need new everything, because you're getting ready to become a new you. I'm going to help you build the new you, and then we're going to let go of the old you. We don't need the old you anymore. Okay, so we're going to leave the old you in yesterday, and we're going to take off and start building the new you today. Also, you're going to have access to all of my podcasts, which is my personal favorite. So you're going to have access to that. And we've got over 100 episodes with respect to the podcast, and over 100 episodes with respect to the live stream. So you're good there. You're going to be good for a while. Also, you're going to have access to what I write every single day. So, and what's my goal? What's my purpose? To help you become a mindset master. Period. I want you walking in every single room and turn it into a TED Talk. Step in somebody's car, it becomes a TED Talk. Go for a walk with your friend, it becomes a TED Talk. Where people are coming to you because you become the answer. You're no longer the problem in your life, you're the solution now. You're no longer the student in your life, you become the master now. You're no longer the work in progress, you become the masterpiece. Are you ready to become the masterpiece? Or do you just want to remain the work in progress for the rest of your life? I don't know. Some people enjoy being the work in progress. So the entire community is $29 a month. No contracts, no obligation. I'm cheaper than that therapist you go to, and 10 times more powerful. Period. How do I know that? Because I've got therapists in my community. So here we go. So when you guys get signed up today, again, you're going to get a copy of my book today. It's going to come in ebook format. You're going to get this book today, right? And when you get this book today, like I said, again, it's going to come in ebook format. You're also going to receive my e-course today. So you're getting my book today. You're getting the e-course today. You're getting me as your coach today. You are getting the community today, the live streams today, the podcast today. You're getting all of that today. Again, 29 hours a month, no contracts, no obligations. What you guys are going to do is copy and paste that link that Tara has. And inside of the community, you guys, there is a community tutorial that I need you to watch, please. Critically important that you watch the community tutorial just to familiarize yourself with all things Mindset Masters. But again, copy and paste that link that Tara has pinned to the grid. It's going to take you to the community. Get signed up. It's going to take you a couple minutes, and then you guys will be ready to go. And that's it. Today is the beginning of forever. Today is the beginning of forever. Are there any community-related questions that you guys have? Any community-related questions? Riz, mindset, Riz. Any community-related questions before we get out of here, you guys? Oh, is that right, Evie? Oh, I love that. I love that, beloved. I love that, beloved. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it, Evie. I love it. I love it. I love it, beloved. I do actually, Lynetta, I got you, beloved. I got you. You know I got you. Again, real quick before we get out of here, copy and paste that link, you guys. Put it inside your browser, and then you guys will get signed up. Yeah, Riz, the live it's mindset. It's always mindset, self-mastery, mindset and self-mastery. I think we're good. I don't think anyone has any questions with respect to the community. Other than that, I will see you guys. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah, we rolling. I love that, Ro. I love that, Ro. I love that, Ro. I love that, beloved. I love that. Jen, 9:30 Central Time, Monday through Friday. I am as consistent as the weather. If I'm sick, I'm showing up. If I'm tired, I'm showing up. If it's raining, I'm showing up. You know, I'm showing up. I'm showing up. If it's Christmas, I'm showing up. If it's Easter, I'm showing up. Thanksgiving, I'm showing up. The Chinese New Year, I'm showing up. My students will tell you that. I'm here. I'm coming. I'm telling you, I'm showing up. I'm showing up. The days off that I take, the same days off that God take off. When you can tell me what day of the week he takes off, that's the day I'm going to choose. That part right there, nephew, you guys know that I'm dangerously consistent. My students are too important to me. They got to eat every single day, period. They got to eat every day. We ain't got time. We don't want to be walking around here looking anorexic. No, we're gonna be fat on that awareness. All right, I see you guys. I will see you guys. Tomorrow. Lynetta, wherever you are, beloved, I got you. I'll send you what you need, what you requested. You started the gym, Chosen. You started the gym. I love it. Yeah, Juliet, you know, we gotta rock out, beloved. We gotta rock out. We got to rock out. Dangerously consistent. Yeah, dangerously consistent is one of the coldest things you can be. But oftentimes we become dangerously consistent at the wrong things, and that's what hurts us. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Stay powerful, stay prayed up.